Hello, folks, and welcome to a chess stream with me and Mr. Ethan here.
It's me.
Hope you guys are all doing well tonight. It is my good friend here, Ethan's birthday, or it was a couple days ago now.
A couple days ago.
We celebrated it today by any means, and so figured we would play some of his favorite game on Twitch. It's been a while since Ethan's been to the stream here. He's been a busy lad this past year. What have you been up to, Mr. Ethan?
Oh, so much theater. Lots of theater school and work and just balancing everything out. Fun fact, Uchi and I are 1 day apart in birthdays.
Wow.
Uchi has a birthday the day before mine. Uchi, your birthday is the 4th, correct?
Mm-hmm. I think that was.
Mine is the 5th.
Something like that.
Thanks, Uchi.
In any case, one of Ethan's favorite games for a long time and recently online and on Twitch has been chess, so I figured we would play a little bit of chess this evening. I haven't played chess in a very long time, so Ethan's going to be explaining to me some basics, and we're going to be kind of probably playing each other, and then I'll probably play some other noobs at chess and see how well I do.
Yeah, we're gonna have Wrist play some noobs, and then I'm gonna play some some people at my approximate skill level, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be a good time. Hey, Jack McBride.
Hello, Martz.
Uchi says you look just like them with this haircut.
Oh, yeah?
Apparently. All right, well, in any case, I'm going to take a moment to say hello to everybody and give you guys some beans here, and then we'll jump on over to, not the game or not the Elgato or anything this time, but jump on over to the chess stream this time.
I think our metric for tonight should be, this sentence may not make sense to you yet, but every time you blunder a piece should be 20 beans.
Oh no, really?
I think would be a fun challenge.
Okay, we can do something like that. Every time we blunder a piece, okay.
Every time you blunder a piece. That sentence may not quite make sense yet.
I'll make a command for that real quick. Oh yeah, that's right. Chat doesn't normally see me with glasses on.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, do you normally wear? I was gonna ask if you normally wear glasses during stream.
I do not.
Normally don't.
I wear glasses when I'm out and about, but not when I'm staring at a computer for like 5 hours a night. Anyways, I'm going to say hello to some folks. So, hello Mr. Uchi and Jack McBride. Hello Parsec Mech and Marth Tip. Indeed, trying to get an intelligence buff. These will clearly make me better at chess. I think that's how that works. Let's see who else is here. Welcome to Syphonia. I'm glad you're having fun collecting in Rise. Hello Purple Cheese, welcome, and Tactical Schmoobs. Congrats on your Switch. I hope you enjoy Rise when it comes in. Who else is here? Let's see. Sixth Quill, welcome, as well as Daniel Rodriguez and
Fish Kebab.
Fish Kebab, indeed.
Yo.
I think that's everybody. Maybe I didn't say hello to Biotech, but welcome, Biotech. If I missed anyone, I apologize.
Is it Biotech or Viotech?
I've always said Bio.
Interesting. I had a female friend in Germany whose name was Violina. So VIO to me is VO as opposed to Vio. But one would say biology like bio, so I can see how either would make sense.
Yeah. Wouldn't in front of a computer be the best time to wear them? No, I am not. I don't have a hard time seeing things up close. I have a hard time seeing things far away. So these are actually not super useful for me right now. I will probably actually opt to take them off, so that will be a little more comfortable.
Chat Easter egg. Seeing Mike in glasses for
there you go.
A brief moment.
Anyways, Ethan has been one of my best friends in life for a very long time, so if you're newer to the stream or you just haven't been around for an Ethan stream, he's played some Monster Hunter with us in the past, he's played some Enter the Gungeon with us in the past, and tonight, we're gonna go ahead and play some chess. So
don't forget Tetris. We've played Tetris.
Oh, of course, Tetris. Of course, Tetris. We could even wind down with some Tetris.
We could wind down with some. That's actually a great idea.
Okay.
We should wind down with Tetris.
We may do that. All right. So, what do I do first?
Okay. Well, the first thing we're gonna do. So let's play a friend.
Okay.
Let's play a friend, and we will set up. Let's set up a custom game.
Okay, we're gonna do that. Well, here you are.
So go for that.
Jack, thank you for the sub. Cheers. I'm glad you are enjoying the streams. I hope you like them, even if they are occasionally something like chess. What? He's also played some drums. This is true.
I jinxed it!
If you've ever wondered about the Ethan redeem on stream, that's where that's from. It's from this guy.
It's me.
Ethan has also streamed quite a good deal of drums on Twitch. He has done his own drum stream quite a few times now.
It's been a long time. I don't think I've streamed drums in, God. Uchi, when's the last time I streamed drums? I feel like it was at least 4 or 5 months ago. It's been a minute. I think I did it over Christmas. It was maybe the last time.
Do I click?
No! I jinxed it! Yeah, that one.
Okay, click on you here?
Yeah, so click on me.
Okay.
And then let's,
I'm rated minus 186 versus E-Train. Uh-oh.
So what you'll want to do is instead of standard... Yeah, no, we will play standard.
Okay.
Let's go 10 minute. Let's make it a 60-minute game so we got some time.
Okay, yeah, I'll need to...
Or make it 30 minutes. 30 minutes
Okay.
is fine.
Sure.
And then uncheck rated. We don't want it to be rated.
Nope.
Because we don't want this to affect your rating.
Hey, Parently, welcome. Big EJC says Happy Beer Day.
Thank you, beer day. I actually didn't have a beer today, oddly enough.
No, you had a hell of a cocktail.
I had an old fashioned.
We have gotten on pretty late tonight because we just came from a stellar dinner.
We went to Eddie V's Prime Seafood.
We had
I'm
some good steaks.
25, Marths. I'm halfway between 20 and 30.
You're also
Spooky.
halfway between 0 and 50.
Think about that one. Thanks for that, dick.
We had some really good steaks.
It was a really good it was maybe the best old fashioned that I've ever had. It was a Basil Hayden old fashioned with they smoked some wood chips and let the glass sit over the smoked wood chips. And then he hand coated it in like orange peel, and they used the big square ice cube. It was great. It was such a good old fashioned.
Who's older, Riss or Ethan? Ethan by about 7 months, something like that.
Yeah, 8.
8 months, yeah.
8. You were born at the end of December. I was born in. We're both 1996, but he's just barely 1996.
Hey, it's Lazy Potato.
Lazy Potatoes, the love of my life. Hi, Lazy. How you doing, boo boo? It's good to see you.
All right, what do we do here? I hit play.
Yeah, let's hit play.
Okay.
And I'll be fine.
Play fair. Follow these rules to keep chess fun. Treat others how you want to be treated. No help from players, applications, or engines. Well, I need help from a player. Finish every game. No quitting or stalling. If you do not follow these rules, your account may be closed and labeled publicly as a fair play violator.
Chess.com does not mess around. They axe cheaters so fast.
Good.
It's great.
All right, we're playing. No, we're not.
Just hit play.
Play. Challenge
It
failed.
says challenge
User player protection operative. Play.
No.
Try a balanced game to make it more even with material odds. No, I want to play this game. What the heck?
Let me try challenging you.
Sure. Were you guys childhood friends? Yes. We've known each other since we were like 5.
Yeah.
So 20
years.
That's pretty cool.
I know, it's kind of wild.
Well, give us a moment here. Ethan's gonna figure out how to challenge this chess noob to a game. I've played chess before in my life, but I think the last time I played chess was probably with Ethan when I was about 8 or 9 or something. So it's been a long time. Yeah, we're gonna be hanging out. We'll listen to some good music. I'm gonna play chess. We may play some Tetris later on tonight. We'll see. But right now, it's just gonna be, first off, I guess, us figuring out how to chess.
Yeah, I have had a hard time. I've had a hard time playing new people in the past. Yeah,
Accept.
so just hit accept.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So we're moving. Okay, who in chat knows nothing about chess? Just out of curiosity, go ahead and click on this piece and move it 2 squares forward for me.
That's a
Just
pawn.
click and drag. That's a pawn.
I moved a pawn.
I'm gonna do that just so our game doesn't auto abort.
Okay.
Because it'll auto abort if we're too
Idle.
too passive, too idle.
Sure.
Go ahead and move another pawn 2 squares forward.
Okay.
And we'll also do something dumb.
Will you do viewer chess? I guess if you guys want to play.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'll play any of your chess. I'm probably not gonna have Mike play you guys because that wouldn't be very sporting.
No,
but-
probably not.
Okay, so a few things in chess. Chess is a game of position. It's a game of strategy. To begin, so white always moves first.
Okay.
We're racist like that. We're racist here in the chess world. Important question. Sure, Martz. Or was asking about viewer chess important?
I don't know.
Anywho, so we have a few different types of pieces in this. So we have the pawns, which encompass the top row.
What's that
You
one?
call it a rook or the castle? Rook. Absolutely. Okay, so we have so we've got pawns across the before we even talk about the pieces. So the board is in a coordinate system, A through H, 1 through 8.
Sure.
So you'll say I could say, Mike, move your pawn to F4. You know, and it would indicate pawn to F4.
Okay.
And then I could say, all right, well, I'll move to compensate pawn to f5, this is going to be a hilarious game. When the analysis of this game is going to be so dumb. So pawns are your lowest point value pieces. They are worth 1 point. On their first move across the board, they can move 2 squares forward or 1 square. Every move after that, they can only move 1 square forward. Pawns attack diagonally. So your d4 pawn would be attacking my e5 pawn. And then your e4 pawn would be attacking... not yet.
You have to wait.
You don't have to attack right now. But just saying that, like, looking at this setup, your E and F pawns are attacking diagonally to the left, and then your E pawn is attacking to its left and right, obviously. So chess is all about finding ways to threaten the king to a point where he cannot escape that threat.
That part's always confused me, where I know that you can put somebody in check, but then they're not allowed to actually let you win, right?
Yeah, so you never actually capture the king. A check is when, potentially, given all fairness, the next move, you could take the king.
Sure.
You are not allowed to put the king in a position where he may be taken. You must get the king out of check when he goes into check.
And so at the point where you have no options, you must resign?
At the point where you have no legal moves that will avoid capture, that is a checkmate, and the game is over.
Okay.
So your pawns...
Does it automatically recognize that?
Yes, it will tell you.
Cool.
The game will end, and it will say white wins by checkmate, or black wins by checkmate.
Have you ever had that happen accidentally?
Yes, I have checkmated someone by accident before.
That must be funny.
Yeah, it hasn't happened very often, but it has happened. It's happened enough times. Usually it's like you'll advance a pawn forward or something, and the pawn will put the king in check, but you're not expecting it to be a checkmate because you had some piece way off in the corner that's hitting a square behind the king, and you have no idea what's going on. You're like, dude, I just... Ooh. And then the analysis looks at it, and they're like, ooh, Mr. Big Brain checkmating with a pawn, but I almost never do it on purpose. So your pawns... when your pawn gets all the way across the board to the other side, it does something called promotion, where it can turn into any piece that it wants.
Right.
Generally, it's a queen, but some people like to do steezier things, like if the pawn promotes to... they'll promote it to a rook, and they can still get the checkmate. That works too. So pawns, 2 squares forward on their first move, or 1 square if you want, and then only 1 square after that. They only attack diagonally. They cannot take a piece directly in front of them. So if you have 2 pawns out in the open of the middle of the field, they are stalemated. They're blocked. They're not useless, but they're placeholders, and they cannot challenge each other.
Sure.
I'm just looking at chat a little bit.
You go ahead.
And then, okay, so let's move on to our next high point value piece, the knight. I'm actually going to go ahead and...
You can move a knight?
Move a knight. And then what I want you to do is I want you to move...
They move in L shapes.
Yes, they move in L shapes. So you can actually see, if you click on your knight, all your legal moves.
Yeah,
2 up, 1 over, 2 up, 1 over, 2 over, 1 up, etc.
So when you click on a piece, it will highlight all the dots where you could potentially move that piece.
Yep, very helpful. So knights move in an L shape, and they're the only pieces that can jump over other pieces.
Yep.
So a knight is a knight. So this is your pawn rank is your front rank, and then all your high point value pieces are your back rank. The knight is the only back rank piece that can conceivably make a legal move on the first move. So if you are not moving a pawn, the only option aside moving a pawn on your first move would be a knight.
Makes sense.
Knights are worth 3 points. 1 up from the knight, rated just ever so slightly higher, is the bishop, which is this guy. Bishops can move as many squares as possible diagonally. Thanks, Biggie JC. Appreciate it. I love that. I love that. I will always love that sound redeem. So this bishop can only move 2 squares diagonally, but were you to move your bishop, say, to here, so say to move it to d2, I'll make a bullshit move here. You click on that bishop again.
Then I can move him all the way over there.
You would have him all the way over there, exactly. So your bishop is worth like 3 1/4 points, technically. It's a little bit higher rated just because of its range.
Sure.
The bishop, if you were to say move your F bishop right out in front of this rook, don't do it. You don't have to do it actually.
Whoops.
But this bishop will patrol every single one of these squares all the way across the board. So it's got a wide vision.
Makes sense.
Knights can be very tactical for attacking 2 pieces at the same time, but they also, it's easier to get them kind of boxed in and trapped.
Makes sense.
So the bishop is going to be rated a little bit higher. Next up from that is a rook, which moves exactly the same as a bishop, except up and down and horizontally. So your rooks are usually the last pieces to move. So they have unlimited forward and lateral movement. And then your queen is simply a combination of a bishop and a rook.
Mm-hmm.
Your queen can move
anything.
as many squares in any direction. She cannot jump over people.
Yep.
Your queen is worth 9 points. Rooks are worth 5. Bishops and knights are worth about 3. Pawns are worth 1.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a very non-serious game at this point, and we're just kind of let's just move some things around. Let's get some of these pawns off the board, shall we? I think it's my move.
It is.
I think I'm going to. So what I want to look at moves that I can make that, maybe an attack that I could do that you wouldn't be able to easily counterattack.
Mm-hmm.
You have no way to take back that pawn as of this moment.
Nice.
Now, you could create a threat on that pawn. You could advance your c2 pawn. You could advance your c pawn 1 square. Your c pawn would be this one.
Ah, right.
You could advance that 1 square forward, and it would be attacking my pawn diagonally, as my pawn is...
Your pawn would be able to attack me, though, back.
Yes,
so you'd be able to take me back first.
And you would immediately also be able to take me back the move after that. And you'd be able to do it in many ways. So go ahead and advance your c pawn forward 1 square for me.
Okay.
Now... if I take you back here, tell me what pieces you could use to take back that pawn.
You could clearly use this bishop to get it diagonally, or you could get this knight to get it like this. You couldn't use the queen. You could also use this pawn.
Mm-hmm.
But
what would you like to do?
I'd probably chuck this pawn out here.
Cool. I would probably slightly disagree with that.
Okay.
So the early stage of the game is called the opening. And in the opening, the big thing that we want to focus on is development. We want to strategically move the back rank out from the back of the board and get those pieces out into the middle of the board to where they can start putting pressure on our opponent.
Kind of like a web of options, yeah.
So what we want to do is we want to look at control across the board. When we're looking, if I can take your mouse actually over here for just a moment.
All right, best of luck using it.
Thank you.
It's a trackball now.
If we're looking at the board here, this line across the center of the board divides our territories. You want to see as many squares on my side of the board as possible. So you are putting pressure on this square, that's 2.
Yep.
Your queen is putting pressure on 1 square on my side of the board, not even 2 over here. Your bishop is doing none. The only pieces you have putting pressure on my side of the board are these pawns. I have a bishop. I also don't have any pieces. I have a knight putting pressure on 2 squares and a pawn putting pressure on 2 squares. So we're pretty even at this point, and our position is equally stupid at this point. I'll let you have your mouse back. So I might have taken that with the knight as a way to get my knight onto the board and see more squares.
Sure.
Now, at this point, I think I might think... This looks absolutely nothing like a real chess match. We're literally just moving around in moves. So... get that other pawn off the board.
Okay.
Now, you would probably, while you do have things that could take that pawn, probably wouldn't want to, because it would be your bishop. It would be your g2 bishop. That bishop could take that pawn.
But then it would be under pressure from the other pawn here.
It would be immediately able to be recaptured by the other pawn, and that would be...
silly.
When 2 pieces, you could call that a trade or an exchange, but in this case it would be a blunder, because you would be sacrificing a 3-point piece for a 1-point piece, which is not a good trade. Alright, so that's a cool move there. There is one more mechanic that I have not introduced to you yet that I would like to introduce to you, and it's called castling. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take your G knight and move it anywhere that you would like. I would recommend not moving it to the F3 square, as that would it would get taken immediately, but yeah, that's a fine spot.
I was thinking about putting it there, honestly.
Well, because the pawn could take it without...
I see that now.
Yeah, and that would be less than ideal.
Yeah.
So, this bishop out here. Now, what you can do, if you click on your king is pretty dumb. He can move in any direction, but only 1 square. But you'll actually notice, you can move 2 squares over there.
Why?
Go ahead and do that. It's called castling.
Huh.
Castling can be done on both sides of the board as long as the king and the castling rook have not yet moved yet. They have not yet moved.
This was always my favorite. I don't know if I used castling as a kid, but my favorite strategy as a kid playing chess was just to put the king in the corner and put every piece around him.
Yep. I would not recommend doing that in this situation. But,
Entrenched. The most impervious defense.
But what you can do with castling is you can, it allows you to move your king 2 squares to either side of the board, and then the rook comes to the other side of it.
Sure.
So you can do what's called castling short, which is castling to your king side, or you can castle long, which is castling to your queen side. So I'm actually going to castle queen side just for fun. Go ahead and make a BS move. I don't really care where it is.
Okay. I'm going to think.
The points don't matter.
I want to think.
It's fine. I'm just going to make it so that I can castle long, just to show you what it looks like. Kirk.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to go again.
Just make a couple BS moves, just so I can show you what long castling looks like. That's a fine move. So you could see, you can't see it on that screen, but you can, I could castle to either side at this point. My king would either move 2 squares to the right and then switch with the rook, or it would move 2 squares to the left and switch with the rook. In this case, I'm going to castle long just so you see what that looks like.
Interesting.
Normally, I would say when people castle, they almost always castle short. There are tons of strategic ways that you can castle long, and there are a bunch of situations for it. But you'll see how there's kind of an open diagonal to get to my king there.
Yeah.
Not quite advantageous. Castling short, traditionally speaking, usually doesn't have that, which is nice. And we like to, Lazy Potato says, happy birthday, wishing you good health, love, and happiness for many more years to come. But thank you, Lazy. I don't know how long ago
Just
I
a little
sent
bit
that
ago.
message.
Just a little bit ago.
Thank you, Lazy. I really appreciate it. So nice to see you. Castling short, traditionally speaking, you almost never have that. So at this point, let's just move our pieces around. We don't really have to worry about the points. But what you want to focus on is moving your pieces to places where they are at least marginally well protected. You know, and if you want to make an attack, you want to make sure that you're attacking something with more pressure than it's being defended if you would eventually like to take it.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that we look at. Ooh, my rating's 986. Gross. I lost 2 games this morning and my rating dropped below 1,000 and I was bummed.
So, Ethan, how much chess do you play?
I usually play 1 or 2 games a day.
Okay.
Not a lot. You know, there are people who will sit there and they'll marathon chess for hours, and I'm not like that. I play it very casually.
Is it relaxing?
No.
Okay.
It's for me. It's very analytical. It's quite. I wouldn't quite say stressful, but it wakes me up in the morning.
Big brain teaser.
Like it's a good way for me to start feeling alert. It fills the crossword puzzle void.
Sure.
I don't do crossword puzzles anymore, but I play a lot more chess. I will also work on chess puzzles for probably 20-25 minutes a day, because they improve your pattern recognition. Sure. And they let you see more things across the board, and they ingrain more tactics into your play. I used to play a bunch when I was a kid. I had a teacher at private school who I really liked to play with, and we played together all the time, and he kicked my ass every day for 2 years. But it actually gave me a decent concept of the way things move and some elementary strategy.
Sure. Makes sense.
And my interest in chess laid pretty dormant for a while. I started playing it, when I went back to college, I started playing it in really boring classes. And then the pandemic hit, and I watched The Queen's Gambit, and that made me want to play a lot more chess. So if you haven't watched The Queen's Gambit, it's absolutely incredible, and it completely reignited my will to play chess. Yeah, Marth, chess puzzles. So we can actually walk Risk through a couple puzzles before he plays his first game against a random noob. But chess puzzles are, you'll see a board that looks something like this, and it's set up in such a way that it's your move, whether it be the white or the black pieces, and in 2 to 3 moves, you'll either want to checkmate the other player or give yourself a large strategic advantage. Yeah, exactly, Purple Cheese. That's a good way to put it. Chess puzzles, a lot of high-rated players, they're like, yeah, you know, chess puzzles are good. The best experience is always going to be playing other players, because chess puzzles are almost never They may be pulled from real positions, but it's very uncommon that you would reach the position of a perfect chess puzzle. But they'll bring up situations that you'll see often. Just wire dash the pawn.
That's a new thing for Monster Hunter Rise.
I see. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Spider-Man, that bitch.
Yep.
Okay, well, it's my move, so I think
it is. Chat, this is the first co-op stream we've done in a while, so let us know if there are any pressing audio or visual issues that you think we should take care of. Just as a heads up. Okay. Well, I mean, I can pretty immediately take that, yeah?
I would advise it.
Okay.
Yeah. As a good rule of thumb, plus you put me in check, actually. Sorted. So did you hear that slightly louder click, that clunk?
I guess so.
That indicates that you've put someone in check.
Ah.
And then there will be a little clunk-a-dunk when you put someone in checkmate.
Uh-huh. Your turn.
A pretty subtle auditory cue, but it is a cue that you can look out for. Alright, and I wouldn't want to block this check with my rook, because the rook is a higher point value piece, and I wouldn't want to lose that rook. So I would probably want to, stay away from that. So it'd probably be, and I definitely don't want to block it with my king, and there's no way for me to recapture. So I would have to move my king one square in.
Uh-huh.
Which is probably not a bad move anyway.
Sure. Let's see here.
So what would be... I'm trying to look at your position and think about what would be a strong move. That was a good move, actually. Well, because you're setting yourself up quite well to take my g7 pawn. As rooks don't attack diagonally, if you took that pawn at this juncture, there would be no way for me to to recapture.
Sure.
In a similar vein, I'm going to move here with my queen, defending that pawn, but also take a look at my queen and look at the squares that my queen is threatening right now. Yeah.
So she can threaten this way, this way, this way, and this way.
Also,
this way.
Yeah, see that pawn there?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pawn that's undefended.
Gotcha.
I could take that pawn without recourse. Solid. You could also have pushed that pawn forward one square and it would have been defended by your knight. So
Gotcha.
if I had taken with my pawn, you actually would have been able to retake with your knight, threatening my queen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of an interesting way that you could look at that. 1,000 elo.
This is...
It's definitely not... I promise that's not meant to be a flex. It's literally just in case actual chess people come in and they feel the need to mercilessly clown me for butchering chess explanations and knowing nothing about chess theory.
We're playing on chess.com, Purple Cheese.
Yeah. I have a very, very basic knowledge of chess theory. So that's why I put my rating in there, just so people know that I'm just teaching for fun, and there's no,
I have zero knowledge of chess. Well, I mean, I know the game, but I have zero knowledge of chess theory.
Chess theory. Chess theory is such a pretentious statement. Okay, so what's that rook doing? I don't think I want that rook to be there anymore.
Uchi says that their ADD has prevented them from paying attention to the Ethan-torial. They are now just kind of vibing to the music. There will be some hilarious moments, Uchi.
That's not a big deal, Uchi.
Purple Cheese says they wants to play now.
They want to play chess?
Yeah.
Chess is very, very fun, and a gold membership on chess.com is only about $2 a month, $2 or $3 a month, and it lets you can do unlimited analysis of your games.
Interesting.
So you can go through move by move, and the computer will evaluate your move quality.
I need to think. Hang on.
Go ahead and audibly walk me through your thought process.
Oh, God damn it. I didn't mean to do that.
That's okay.
Well, that's too bad. I was going to say that I didn't want to move this guy too much because he would be under threat with anything.
When he's selected you and you click on an available square, he'll go there.
I didn't know that's how that worked. Bummer. Well, you can take my piece. It's okay. That was a blunder on my part.
Actually, see if you can hit the back arrow there.
Okay, cool. So I don't want to take out any of these pieces, because if I take out almost any of these, I'll be under threat in one way or another.
Oh, that just lets you see it. Hit the arrow forward one more time.
This one?
Yeah, no, the other one. 2 times. Yeah. Okay. So you did move that piece, and there's no way to take it back. I don't... that just lets you see the beginning of the position. Yeah, hit that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Hi,
not that
Zelda
big.
fan.
It's not that big of a deal. I'm actually going to push this pawn one square forward. Go ahead and move your rook back for me.
This one?
Yeah.
To here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so we can relive that position a little bit. And I'm just going to push this pawn one more square forward. So go ahead and look at that. So let's look at that rook. Don't actually click on it yet, though.
Okay.
And tell me what your options are. Walk me through your thought process as someone evaluating this position.
So if I take out this other rook here, it is under threat from the other rook along here. If I take out this bishop, it's under threat from the queen. Take out the pawn, under threat from the queen. If I move it just one space here, it's still under threat from the queen there. So I could move it basically to here, and then it would be free from the queen, but it'd be under threat from the pawn. So I basically have to move it all the way here for it to be not under threat from anything. I could also view it as a chance to just take out another piece and do that, but...
Well, which piece would you want to take out in this instance?
Let's see. These guys are more valuable than the bishops?
Absolutely.
Then I would take out this guy.
That is exactly what that is, in this situation, that's probably what I would recommend. Since our positions are about equal right now, pawns aside, strategically speaking, you probably have a slight advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That would be trading that piece. That would be a trade, since it's one for one. That would do something called simplifying.
Sure.
It's
There
simplifying
options,
the position down a little bit. Yeah.
Hi Zelda fan, it's good to actually get to say hello to you. I hope you've been well. They've been avoiding the stream quite heavily because of Rise spoilers.
That is an understandable thing to do. I understand.
But here they are, because it's chess.
It's nice to see you, Zelda fan.
Alright, then I'm gonna do that thing. Bow! That's the noise it makes. Bow! And there we go. I
chose to come back with that rook, even though I could have retaken that with my bishop or my knight. But I chose that rook because notice this F file. So the files are the vertical aisles of chess, and then the files and columns? No.
Rows and columns? Rows, columns.
Files are vertical, and then I can't even remember what the horizontal boys are called.
Are there elemental and status files, or no?
Go fuck yourself. Sorry, bad words on chess. Bad words on stream. I'll try to avoid that. Cool. So, I just made a move.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Oh, this one, right,
I
right,
recaptured with my rook.
Right. Now
And so you'll notice that F file is actually... Oh, they're ranks and files. The horizontals are called ranks.
Okay.
So your first rank, second rank, third rank, fourth rank, which is why this is back rank. This here is your back rank.
Sure.
So you'll notice that F file is open, and your king is kind of sitting right by that F file. So my rook kind of putting a little bit of silent pressure.
Sure, because it could come coming down there.
Yeah. My rook putting a little pressure on that F file would be, could be problematic down the line for you.
Yeah.
So that might be something you want to watch.
Hey Triple X, welcome. Welcome. We're doing some chess with Ethan. Okay, so...
It is your move now.
Uh-huh. I would probably want to... Well, I mean, like, even if it came down here, I would still probably get it with my queen before it did anything, so I'm not that worried. Oh, god darn it. I did it again.
Yeah. Mouse slip.
Well, now I couldn't get it with my queen. But I could get it with this bishop, so it would still be okay.
Get what with your queen?
If your rook came down here to get my king, I could get it with my bishop.
Yeah, you could also just get it with your king.
That's true.
So that would be a pretty silly move.
Wait, Stream Element's dead? What the heck? Why? What happened to Stream Elements? Well, that's a bummer. My music just changed over. 1 second. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, there is no Stream Elements bot. Weird.
Well, I'm sorry about no Stream Elements bot. That's weird. I didn't do anything.
Okay, so you just moved your king.
Come back to a Stream Elements.
Which was not an intentional move, strictly speaking, but it's a move that we can look at.
You'll get to hear it, Uchi. It's later on in this album. Did you just take a piece of mine?
Nope.
No? Okay.
So if you actually look up below my username, you can see all the pieces that I've taken. I've taken 4 pawns, a knight, and a rook, and I'm up 3 points.
Okay, gotcha.
And then you, under your username, you can see that you've taken a pawn, a bishop, and a rook.
Okay, that's something. Okay.
Go ahead and move. Go ahead and take a look at that C3 pawn.
This one?
Yeah.
I don't want to move him forward.
Yeah, no. You had the right idea. So.
Who was how is not supposed to rise? Spoilers now, I don't know. Playing some H3 VR? What's that? What's H3 VR?
So maybe a better move might have actually been advancing the rook up 1 square to c2, just because now this pawn is unprotected.
Oh, I guess that's true. Interesting.
Okay. What was the thought process behind that move?
I wanted to get this queen out where it could start causing pressure on some of your other pieces. I didn't see an easy way to deal with this queen from where I was, so. But I also didn't see any pieces that were I guess I could have saved this guy, couldn't I?
So that would be, what you just did would be called hanging a piece. So you just hung a bishop, which is when you leave a piece out in the open to be freely taken with no recompense. That would be a blunder.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
So.
No! I jinxed it!
You want to know the thought process behind that? It's I'm closer to the king now.
It's fine.
Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades. It's a VR title. Very realistic gun simulation. It's got some interesting game modes.
So that's a check.
Uh-huh.
You have...
I mean, I can kill the queen.
No, you cannot.
Why?
Look up.
Look up.
What's defending the queen?
Nothing? Oh, the rook.
Rook.
Nice.
So,
I can move
I've
it
attacked you in a way where the queen is being protected, so you're, as the king, you're not allowed to put yourself under attack. So if you were to take that queen, you'd be putting yourself under attack, which you don't want to do.
Yep, that makes sense. So I can move
So
this
you only
here.
have one legal move at this point, and it is to move to h1.
Yep.
Now, at this point, I can't quite checkmate you.
Oh. I can't do that.
At this point, I can't quite checkmate you.
Yeah, because I can keep moving back and forth.
If I move my queen to f1, your bishop can take, or your knight can take, which isn't good. But what I can do is I can remove that knight from the board.
That is true.
And that is advantageous for me.
Totally. I don't have that many pieces left.
You were down, yeah, about 10 points at this point, which is a pretty losing position. But that is not the end of the world.
Oh, Streamlance is back. Hey, Flinchy Echo, welcome. Welcome to our chess stream. How are you doing tonight, man? Just terrible at chess? Me too, Zelda fan. I haven't played chess in like a decade. Ethan plays chess quite frequently.
He iframed it while he was stunned. It's crazy.
I didn't know chess had iframes.
Marvel.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer. I can't do anything with this except move it far away.
So I probably wouldn't have advised that. Though.
Why?
Probably your best move at this point is to trade queens with me.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get both of our queens off the board because I am putting no bueno pressure. Your best move probably would have been queen to d1.
Right
Because
here.
it's attacking my queen and it's defended by your rook.
Yeah.
Because at this point...
Making a pizza while trying to come up with a lead part for a rhythm riff your buddy had an idea for. Music's hard. It sounds hard. I have not a musical bone in my body. I can't really take either of those knights.
Oh, they are defending one another.
Can't really take any pieces.
Nope.
So very intelligent.
It's an interesting move. It's a move I like. It's also a move that I hate. Can you imagine why?
Why I hate this move?
Why I hate this move? What was my queen attacking in that last, what did that move from my queen accomplish? Putting pressure on that rook.
Oh, this one?
Your
No,
rook.
this rook.
So now...
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Check.
Oh, that's a bummer. But I can move it.
Singular legal move.
I can keep moving this back and forth as you move back and forth. Until you find another way to lock this guy in. And then I lose. How's the Rise grind for me? Rise has been really fun.
You will notice that you are in check.
Oh, I am.
And you may not...
It says bzz.
Yeah, there's a little... Good move. That was definitely your best move at that point. Moving down to the corner would have been... suicide.
Really digging Longsword for once. It's really strong in Rise. I'm still getting used to it. Sorry, Zelda. I know nothing about old school RuneScape at all. I'm trying to learn a small thing about chess, though. Yeah, so far in Rise, we've been playing mostly low-rank village and gathering up a bunch of gear. Okay. How?
Go ahead and X out of that. Hit nothing else. So what you'll see...
Oh, you have me double covered here with these guys.
Yeah, so you have no getaway squares.
Nope, not at all.
Because the knight on e5 is covering the g4 square, and the
Mhm.
knight
Yep, I
on
see.
g6...
Here
yeah.
and here. And I can't move this because of the queen. Nice. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I
I
would have
noticed
taken one of these
that. I
guys
noticed that
quicker.
when I was looking at my knights. I was like, do I have a mate here?
Nice.
I was like, I do have a mate because your bishop is also blocking that knight, or the rook. So that was giving me problems for a minute. So I was like, that rook is kind of cramping my style. But then I was like, I actually think there is something I can do about that.
Here you go.
So go ahead and hit game report,
Okay.
just for fun. You get one free analysis.
It's gonna tell me how dumb I am.
Yeah, it is. So it's gonna give it a minute to analyze. So we played with 6 and 8% engine accuracy, which is disgusting.
Intense, tough game. Your opponent played well.
It's gonna be like the lowest cap score that I've ever had.
I had 6 mistakes, 4 inaccuracies. I had 6
Six
blunders,
blunders.
3 books, 3 goods, 1 excellent, 6 best moves, 0 brilliance. You had 0 brilliance either.
I've never had a brilliant move.
Oh.
Chess.com's idea of a brilliant move is really, really dumb.
Well, if we go by that, 6 blunders times 20 would be however many.
120 beans.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. You get my blunder beans. Enjoy.
Blunder beans.
Okay.
Cool. So let's go through this game move by move. You can actually see. So I want to show you how the engine, the chess engine, evaluates the game. So what it'll do is we can see here. Actually, go ahead and hit the analysis tab for me.
This is gibberish.
Go ahead and hit. So we can see this evaluation meter on the left side. That tells you that move puts me at a quarter point disadvantage. So all this is saying is move 1, you move pawn to e4.
Sure. Yeah, I understand this is a code. It just looks like gobbledygook.
Yeah, and then so you can click on any move. Yeah, so the pawns don't have a letter in front of them. But you'll see that, say, move 4, for example, knight c6, and then anything that's a capture, e captures d4, so that ex d4, that indicates that e captures d4. If it's in yellow or if it's in gold, it's a mistake. Reds are blunders.
What are you doing, man?
So it was actually, yeah, that was, at that point it was mate and 2, and I didn't see it. So what you can actually do is you can hit the next arrow. And whatever I did is an inaccuracy, because what I could have done is I could have moved here, and it would have been a quicker end, I believe. So you can go through move by move and see what the status of each move was. And this is how I go through and I analyze every single one of my games. I look back at the pound sign indicates a checkmate.
Ah, okay.
So you can actually go through, and if you want to hit all the way back and go back to the beginning, and just hit the forward arrow pretty quickly, yeah, you can actually watch the game score move up and down based on.
In this case, mostly down.
Mostly down, because I was playing to finish this game. I don't want it to go on forever, but I want to walk through. So I want to start a new game. So let me challenge you to a rematch here.
Okay. Oh gosh, I clicked on this.
It's okay.
How do I get back? Here. Okay. You're gonna invite me?
I just challenged you. So go up to the play where you've got notifications. Maybe. Here we go.
We're looking at our email.
Go back to your play. Let me see if I can. Here.
There we go.
So right now.
Got it.
All right. Cool. So I'm playing as the white pieces. You're playing as the black pieces. Let's talk just a little bit about basic opening strategy. Just the most basic of the most basic. The most common move that you are going to encounter is d4. Pawn to d4. And by a long shot, the most common move is no. e5. No. Next pawn over. These pawns just sit there and they oppose each other.
Sure.
You know, it's a nice, safe move. And then probably another move that you'll encounter pretty often is like bishop f4 type thing. Starting development. So you may say, okay, well, you'll say that that pawn there, he's not being defended by anyone. Maybe I can sneak one by. No.
Other side.
No. Let me finish. Maybe I can sneak one by. Let me take my G knight and move it to f6. puts pressure on the pawn. Other one. Yeah, there you go. We're putting pressure on that central pawn,
Sure.
and you're forcing me to defend that pawn. So what I'll say is, all right, I'll bite. I don't want to lose that pawn quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you might want to say is, okay, well, I don't know what Ethan's going to do in these next couple moves here. I might want to put a little pressure on my center pawn. So I might want to take my D pawn and advance it 1 square to defend. Could be a thought process of yours. And this is starting to look like not a standard opening, but you can see actually up in this corner, this is the bishop's opening Berlin defense.
Oh, it's got a name too.
Every opening has a name. Almost every sequence of first 3 moves has a name
Cool.
in some scheme or another, unless they're really dumb first 3 moves.
Gotcha. Hey Kaze, welcome. Welcome to you. I'm glad you like chess. I'm gonna be checking it out because I'm not very good at it, and Ethan's better at it than I am.
So one of the simplest rules that you want to follow as just a beginner level player is set yourself up to be in a good position to castle early.
Okay.
So maybe that might not have been the best move because your bishop's not out yet and your bishop only has 1 other spot to go. You can't move yet. I haven't moved.
Okay.
But I'm going to put myself in a position to castle. Just for the sake of example, move up there, and then the next move you'll be able to castle.
Sure.
Castles.
Ta-da.
Cool. This is a really basic first 5 moves. This is the first 5 moves that I'm sure you'll encounter a number of times in early games. If you decide to play chess, which I wouldn't blame you if you don't. But when I have you play a random noob, it will probably look you'll probably want it to look something like this.
Okay.
You'll want to do an early pawn out, maybe a second early pawn out to defend that pawn or to take more of the middle, and then get that knight out of there, get that bishop out of there, get castled.
Okay.
And don't hang any pieces in that process.
Sure. Also, Zelda fan asked our thoughts on Tetris Effect 2. I'm just excited for multiplayer to be in it. Tetris Effect was probably my favorite Tetris game from the last few years, so seeing it get more features added is a good thing.
Move my other knight out, just for the sake of easy development. And that would probably be something that you could follow suit on. Just follow your gut. Follow your gut. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything wild. Generally, when you're looking at the opening, your most important squares are going to be e4, e5, d4, d5. These center 4 squares here.
Okay.
Those are the squares, because when you have control of those squares, you have the advantage. I would say right now, this game is just about dead even, because our positions are almost mirrors of each other. I think I might be a little bit better, because your dark squared bishop is completely useless.
There you go, Safe Vashra. I just linked it in the chat there. This jazz cover of Polkville, which is part of the Monster Hunter Swing jazz album. It's a good time. You're welcome. Not much better to listen to while you're playing chess. Bless you. Okay. There are 2 whole Monster Hunter jazz albums that are both quite fun. Quite fun.
It's very warm in here. Would we be able to put on a fan, perhaps?
It'll be loud, so I probably wouldn't, but
Then
I can
let's
try
not.
it in a minute.
Then let's not.
Okay.
Not a huge deal. Cool. I don't mind that move. I don't hate that move. Don't hate that move at all.
Yeah, I'm sorry it's so warm in here.
No,
They
it's
have not
totally
yet
okay.
turned off the heat in my apartment building for the winter, and so it is quite toasty because it is not cold outside.
Disgusting.
Was E-Train a good sport? Yes.
I don't even think it'll let you rate me that far after the game is over.
It won't.
You have to do it almost immediately, or it won't let you do it.
No, that's a trap.
No, it's a great move.
No, if I move this, you can get in there.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. If I move this here, then you can go in there.
But you can take me back immediately. That would just
Okay.
hang a knight. Yeah, that would hang a knight. That'd be a terrible move.
Mm.
You could also take me back with your knight. No, that's a great move. That's a very common move that you should... So what this does, this creates something called a luft for your king.
A
That's what they
luft?
call it. A luft. An escape.
Ah.
So say you have just these 3 pawns. Your rook is gone, your queen is gone. If my rook comes down and it's your king and 3 pawns, it's an automatic checkmate because you have nowhere to go.
Sure.
Unless you can recapture that rook, but that's called a back rank checkmate.
Okay.
you are smothered by your own pieces and they
Yeah.
limit you. But if I do that and you have a luft, your king can escape behind
Sure.
pawn cover, and it's actually a really advantageous position.
Mhm.
So you will want to do this at some point, almost anytime you cast a short.
Sure.
Let's create that luft.
Mhm.
Now, I don't want that knight to get taken. So what I'm gonna do
Something else.
This is a trade that you'll encounter very often in beginner games.
Mhm.
You must,
Yeah. Otherwise,
because
it's...
if not, I take your queen.
Yeah, I saw that.
And you can't take it with your king because it's defended by the bishop.
Yep.
So what I've done is this is technically an even trade. I took a pawn with a so you lose a pawn and a rook, which is 6 points, and I lose a bishop and a knight, which is 6 points. Now the thing that I've done here, even to the point, take it with your king. You have to,
Yep.
unless you want to move, but that's a terrible move.
Yeah. Okay.
So what I've done here is, even though the point value was an even exchange, see how my king has those really sexy 3 pawns with the rook next to him? I have a great structure, and your structure looks a little messy. So we've traded equal point values, but I've damaged your structure.
Sure.
So that's a better strategical plan for me.
Uh-huh.
So it is now my move. What do I want to do?
What do you want to do?
I think I'm gonna take control of the middle. I actually like that move. There's no way. There's
It's
no
tempting
way
to
for
go.
me to
It's tempting to go for this one, but that would have put it in danger.
go for what one?
It was tempting to go for the bishop instead, but that would have put my piece in danger from the
You
pawn.
also could have recaptured my pawn with your D pawn. So
This
the
one?
pawn, but structurally, I like this pawn being guarded by your C pawn. It just looks a little stronger to me.
Okay.
It would have given you a little more domination of the center, but I also, that knight being in one of the center squares has a lot of controls, a lot of squares that it controls.
Yeah, I love this album, Save Fashra. One of my favorites. We listen to this rather frequently when we're not listening to actual in-game Monster Hunter music. What do you think of the new emote, Kaze? And Martz, have you seen the new emote yet? Have you seen Ristra Mauled? Uchi worked hard on that over the last day or two. Pretty good addition to the stream, I think. We've needed an angry emote for a while. Okay. Hope you like it, Martz. I like it too.
And as soon as we finish this little exhibition game here, I think I want to have you play a random noob.
Okay, that's fine.
And just pitch you against someone in a 10-minute game and just have a little fun. Just despise that move.
I like Wrist Remold a lot. We've needed an angry emote for a little while, so it should help with that. Should definitely help with that. Uchi does indeed have commissions. They do all kinds of neat art.
Now we're playing a 30-minute rapid game, which is, it's rapid, but it's almost a classical game. The time form is so long. Most games that I would recommend you playing at an early level would be 10-minute rapid games. So 10 minutes on the clock per player. Every time you make a move, it switches to the other person's clock and it ticks down, etc.
Yeah.
A 10-minute time control is a very common thing that we like to see.
Mm-hmm. There's lots of silent thinking that goes on during chess.
Yeah, I know. It's the most boring part about chess. Just kind of sit there and think for a while.
I mean, apparently this is a pretty good category on Twitch. People like watching this game.
They like listening to grandmasters talk shit about random noobs.
Oh, is that what that is?
No, grandmasters play a lot of blitz and bullet on here, which is fascinating to watch. What time is it? 12:45. Good gracious.
Yeah, it's late.
It's already late.
We got back pretty late.
It's true, we did. We went out to a very, very fancy dinner. I think we already told chat that.
We did.
We went out to an extremely fancy dinner.
I got to treat Ethan for their birthday.
And just thousands of calories of really rich, I need to take a nap type food.
It was pretty good food.
Your knight is exerting a lot of pressure, and it's a lot more useful than my bishop. So I'm gonna get it out of there.
Okay. Why can't I do that?
What do you mean?
Oh, I can't do that.
You totally can.
I thought it was telling me I couldn't.
I hung the queen. I didn't look very hard. I didn't actually do that on purpose. I wasn't really looking.
Well, there you go.
I'm not paying a whole lot of attention.
I did it. I did the thing.
Riz did the thing, won the points.
I did.
Oh, damn. Shit. Ah, crab apples.
Oh, I hung a queen. Whoops. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's both of those guys gone.
Yep.
Those guys are kind of useful.
You still up a point, technically.
Hmm. Interesting.
You have two bishops and a knight, and I have a rook and a knight. And I'm up one pawn. No, our pawns are equal.
Alright, let me stop and think here for a minute.
That is a great move, what you were about to do. Get that pawn out of the middle. Don't want him there. Hung a pawn. Now your advantage is up. I would play that move 100 times out of 100.
That's awesome, Uchi. You deserve it. I hope it's a really good time.
Especially because this knight that I now have in the corner is completely trapped. It has no squares to move to where it won't get recaptured for now. So, I probably want to save that knight.
Oh, that was dumb. Well, maybe not.
That would be an even exchange. So it was being defended by the pawn, but it didn't gain you anything. This wouldn't be the worst position for a draw. Like, you would hope for a draw in this scenario. Good. Counterattack the rook. I like it. Good. Very good. Very good. You should be able to win this game. I would hope that you could win this game. I don't know if you will, because attacking strategy is just one of those things that just comes with time, and it's not quick. It's not a quick thing.
It's not hard for me to look out for your pawns.
It's what?
It's not hard for me to look out for your pawns, thankfully. I have to be a little bit less careful about strategy.
Very nice. I like that move a lot. Took advantage of a mistake on my part. I don't like that move in the slightest. Very bad for me.
Oh, I see why now. I see why it's bad now. I didn't think about that until just now. That's not why I moved that there. General Blinks, thanks for the follow. Welcome. I hope you are doing well, and I hope you're enjoying the chess so far tonight. Usually we stream Monster Hunter here, but chess is what's on the menu this evening.
I would have done the other thing. Feel free to verbally walk me through your thought process here.
Right now I'm trying to line up two pieces so that I can get one piece behind you, make you move out, and the other piece be ready to take you out. So probably something like moving this pawn forward would be a good idea.
I would have taken my white pawn with the bishop.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. I'm okay with this.
Just because it's putting pressure on this square.
Yeah, I guess I could come and take that, and then I don't know. We'll see.
But the pawn idea is also fine. At this point, that pawn has nowhere to go, so I'm not making any headway here.
Yeah.
Terrible move on my part. I actually think you have a checkmate here.
Really?
I think so.
So if I move here, you have to move there. And then if you move forward... Yeah, actually, you're right. I do.
That's not it.
No, I moved it to the wrong fucking space!
It was there.
No!
Because right there, it's defended by the pawn.
Whatever.
And I have no legal moves.
Wait, no! You know, you have one legal move right now.
Right now, I have a legal move. But if you had moved to here... If you had moved to this, or if you had moved from this square to that square,
Right here?
yeah, you would have. because my king, I would have been able to go back, I think.
Yeah, you would have been
I would
able
have
to go back up in there.
It wouldn't have been a me, but it's close.
Actually heard your name on Gani's stream, just remembered you were interested in checking me out. Well, cheers. I'm playing chess with a good friend tonight because it's their birthday. But normally I stream Monster Hunter kind of like Gani does. Not no heal though.
Now you have a checkmate. And it's a baller checkmate too. You can do it a couple ways, but you can only do it one way right now. There's a way you could fuck it up, and then there's a way that you could actually get it.
Okay, hang on.
And walk me through it because the next move will be made. I'm gonna give it to you,
Okay.
even if you don't guess it.
So if I move it here, your king cannot move there or there. It has to move forward into the pawn.
But my
So
king could capture you, which
That's
would be
fair.
a terrible move.
That would be a terrible move.
That would be a terrible move.
Okay, so I could move the queen here, at which point you could move back still, so that's not it. I could move the queen.
The mate is not with your queen.
Okay.
The mate is far stinkier than that.
I mean, I can move this guy up to here, and then you have to move either into my queen or into my pawn, or yeah, that's it. Pretty sure.
Checkmate.
Yay!
Good stuff, buddy. Look at you. Finding checkmates.
Slowly. It was given to me on a silver platter, but yes.
Not a silver platter. I really did blunder the queen and the piece after that.
I can't get
I
an
really did
analysis.
blunder those pieces. You can hit a game report, but I don't think you'll get it for free. But I think we can at least go through the move-by-move analysis. Oh wow, we do get analysis of this game. You played with 63.8% accuracy. That's not half bad.
Yeah, look at the white bar go that way.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it?
Oh no!
All the
It's-
blunders.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid.
I did a thing.
I did 4 blunders. You only did 1. You only have to give the chat 20 beans.
Right,
Wait,
chat.
how many? Okay, so in the same way that when you die when we're playing co-op and you do double beans, how many beans are we doing for my blunders?
0, probably?
Okay,
Because you're not the streamer.
that's fair. I'm not.
There you go, you get 20 beans, because I blundered once. So should I play an actual another human now?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, let's
I would
play
like.
another
I would
human.
really like to see you do that.
Where do I go? Play.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Alright. Nope, it brought me back to here. New 30-minute? What do I do? New game?
Yeah.
Okay, new game.
Go for a 10-minute.
10 minute.
10-minute round would probably be
Play?
Yep. And it'll match you up against someone who will
This person.
someone who will probably kick your ass.
Alright. They have the first move.
They have the first move.
Ooh.
They're also very new. Don't do that. All right, I need to not help you here.
Yeah, that's cheating. You'll get banned from chess.com. It said no help from other players. You heard them. You heard them. I'm gonna try and castle. So I need to get these jerks out of the way. So to do that, I need to bring this out too. And now I control 2 of these spots in the middle.
It's true.
Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna move this out. Then I can move this out to someplace more commanding.
Absolutely.
This guy first though. Oh, that kind of blocked this bishop. Whatever. That's okay. I didn't want this to be able to take my pawn for free.
So it is both your first games on chess.com, which is so interesting.
That's pretty hype.
You can see down in the bottom right-hand corner, if you win, you get 162 rating points. And if you lose 162 rating points.
That's pretty intimidating. There,
Yeah.
I castled.
Rating points, there's a lot of volatility early on. For me, when I play a random rapid game, the most rating points I'll ever lose is 9.
Did he just switch the 2? He did. No, I don't
Oh,
know
he
what
did?
he did. He like moved it back into there.
And he moved it. Yeah, he just moved it back. He didn't switch them. He just undid a move.
He undid a move.
Well, he moved and then moved back.
Well,
Which
let's
was
see what he does.
really stupid.
Let's see what he does. That's smart. It didn't get taken by either of my pawns. Okay.
I would find. I can say anything. Yeah, you bully that knight.
Oh, I can't respond to that quite yet.
Yeah, you can.
Where? Oh, don't tell me. Hang on.
Look around.
I'm looking around. Oh, I can. I doubt they'll see this coming. Boom. He got pawned. I took his knight.
Always stop and look for any
other
availability to punish an opponent's mistake.
Okay.
That was a good move.
That wasn't.
They're basically moving at random.
Okay.
So
So am I. To be fair.
I know.
To be fair. All right. I don't know what I want to do here. I think I'm gonna move this guy out.
Okay. I don't don't hate that move.
I just want to see what they're going to do. They'll probably set me up for more good opportunities to do things. So right now that can take out my bishop. If it takes out my bishop, I can't punish it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. I mean, I guess I can just punish with my bishop, but then he'll punish with his rook. What I can do is move it here, and then he can get down to there by my queen, but that doesn't really do him any good.
I would...
I just don't... I don't know. I want to trade
You
it.
already have the advantage. I would be aggressive in this situation.
It disconnected.
That's fine. That's on their end, not yours.
Okay, but what do you mean? Well, now what?
Well, just see what happens. If they disconnect, then you win the game. But they usually reconnect.
Hey Nox, welcome. Move your knight, easy clap. I'm gonna try. Oh, they're back.
Yeah, they came back.
Oh, okay.
You can see their latency bars up there.
Oh, okay.
Now, that was a good move for you because that rook is totally useless at this point.
Sure.
It's being boxed in by pawns.
Sure.
So the rook is in a totally useless position, and there might be ways that you could attack that rook.
Might be ways I can attack that rook. All right. Not really.
Yeah, there's one.
There's one.
But I'm not gonna tell it to you.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna make you work for it.
I don't really see it in terms of something I can do right this moment.
If you make a move that is not it, I'll tell you the move after.
Huh. Okay, well, let me think about it for a minute.
Careful,
a way
though,
for me to-
because you do have to be aware of your clock. This person's moving a lot faster than you, and they already have a sizable time advantage.
Interesting.
So
okay.
you have to be aware that you can be playing a great game, but if you run out of time, they still win.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay.
The first person out of time does lose. This is something you want to keep in mind.
I don't know how I would attack him.
Then do something else.
Okay, I will do something else. Bam.
No, Maestro Nox. I am not giving. I'm trying to give Wrist minimal help here.
Nox totally would know chess lingo.
Bong Cloud is just
An
this.
opening.
It's a really silly opening.
That's probably not a great move. Whatever.
That was a fine move.
Okay.
Again, you're up material. You're up 2 points of material right now. I actually don't know Bong Cloud, Maestro Nox.
I've seen 2 people in chat mention it already.
Yeah, it's just kind of a chess meme right now.
It's a chess meme right now.
Oh wow, this person is playing it. Just an awful game. Like you're crushing at this moment.
Okay, cool. I'll try. And
Positionally speaking,
I'll try and keep crushing.
they've done absolutely nothing. Now there are a couple moves that I see that would just absolutely
Murder
destroy.
them. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get there.
But I really just want you to tool around and just goof and just try fun things.
I think I have an idea.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to do in chess, is to just sit there and just see if you can execute some form of plan of attack, whatever it may be. I like that, Maestro Nox. I like that a lot. Just moving the king forward on the second move to assert dominance.
Now they're taking time.
That's an awful move. Yeah, they should. They really don't have. They have almost.
Okay, there we go. Good time.
Dude, Jesus.
I mean,
you can do lots of fine things right now.
I can do lots of fine things right now.
Yeah. It's really hard for me to not suggest moves.
Oh, I know. I'm sure it is.
That's the hardest part for me, chat.
See, I'm looking at this and I don't see anything that's like that game breaking. Like,
Yeah,
I think
know.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this guy here so he can threaten some other pieces. And I'm gonna
That's the thing
There
is,
we go.
is who's he threatening?
with his king.
No, with your bit. Like, who are you threatening with that bishop? No one.
I was
You're threatening a pawn that's
I was
protected.
I was moving him out of the way so I could move this guy to threaten the king, but the king moved before.
They anticipated that by the looks of it, or they're moving the king like a moron. Whatever the case may be.
They're getting into the corner. I think I'm gonna move this.
I
thing
would
here
focus a
first.
little more on speed and less on strategy
Okay.
right now.
Sure.
Just because they have an almost 3-minute
Okay, Mars, I'll
clock
try.
advantage.
I'll try. Okay. Let's see here. I think this is. Oh, I can take this. Yeah. yeah, I'll get traded. That's interesting because I can move in on him.
Well, that would not be a trade. Or that would
be a this
it would be a trade, but not a fair trade. It wouldn't be a good trade for you.
Mhm. Okay. Cool. No, you can get me with this bishop. Not cool.
But well,
No.
he can get you with his bishop, but you have other pressure on that square.
That's fair. Sure. Why not? Let's see what happens.
And now you can look at what your rook is threatening potentially
This
on
guy?
a future turn. Yeah.
A couple things. Well, that doesn't do anything.
That's an awful move.
Doesn't do anything. All right. Well,
There are two ripper moves you could do right now.
two ripper moves.
There's one that is more ripper than the other with that rook.
So I mean, both of these are going to take a piece.
Yep, and they will both do it freely.
Yeah. Oh, I think I get it. If he moves this, if he moves either of these pieces, I can take a really good piece.
So that's called a pin.
Uh-huh.
Now,
I would probably take that trade just to get the. I don't know. This for no.
think position. You've got a rook in a great spot right now, and I wouldn't move him.
Okay.
What can you do to back him up and put more pressure on the king?
Probably move one of these guys in here, but I don't want to sacrifice that. So I think I'm going to move this here.
I love it. It's a great move.
Oh
Excellent.
no, what's
It's an
this?
excellent move.
Hang on. This is not the music I wanted. This is 8-bit Monster Hunter music. Please no DMCA. Thank you. What did he do? He moved that over.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Sure. I don't hate that move.
Oh, I was thinking I could move this over to here. I can't. That's fine.
He took with a pawn. What can you do?
I can take another pawn.
Exactly. Snap, take, don't think.
Okay.
Alright, going back on our idea. What was our idea with moving that queen over?
To go up here and cause trouble.
Carefully.
Yeah. So I can move it here first.
I don't
Yeah.
hate that move.
Sure.
I don't like that move, but I don't hate it.
Let's see what happens. I have a
Oh,
lot.
I actually love that. That's a move that I didn't even see.
I have a lot.
But it's a move that I love.
If they don't move this, I'll take it. If they do move it, then I'll probably move over here.
And it's so sneaky because normally the knight is defending that rook, but if they take it with the knight, they expose their queen. So that's actually that's a really great.
Yeah, that's fine. If they come down here, I'll take it with my queen. Nice one,
Absolutely,
buddy.
100%. I love that move.
Okay.
Ooh, you have a very spicy next move. I don't know if they see it.
I don't see it.
You have a great move with your queen right now.
I mean, that puts him in check. He can then move.
And there's nothing he
Oh.
can do for you taking his queen the next move.
Okay, that's nice.
Wherever he moves his king.
Gone. Nice.
He didn't do that right. So you have mate in 2, from what I can see.
Riz didn't think that far ahead. No, I'm not thinking very far ahead at all. Maestro Knox. I'm gonna turn on the music just slightly.
They're offering a draw, which you should not accept.
No,
Don't accept it. You have a huge
draw?
point
What?
advantage.
No. Screw you, buddy.
People do that so much, and it's so funny. I think I'll offer him a draw. Yeah. I don't hate that. I might have taken his rook first with your bishop. But that's also a good move. It's not quite mate, but it's close. I hate that move.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's pretty bad, isn't it?
That move. He didn't see it. Yeah, take his rook. Take his rook. Do it.
It's pretty good.
This is playing a terrible game.
Oh.
It's an awful game.
They don't even know they're getting mocked on stream. That feels bad.
I know.
I
They
won.
resigned.
Oh, cool.
Good.
I'm at
Good.
962.
Wow, that's not good. You're gonna get absolutely destroyed in the next game that you play. Probably, maybe not. I don't know. Chess.com is usually pretty good about keeping it balanced. Check the game report. You might not be able to see it for free.
No.
So let's go through it slowly. Let's go through it slowly and talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
So we'll go through move by move, and we'll talk about moves you missed.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Bah.
Keep going. Yep, I hate this move because he can move a pawn out and move a queen there, and it's just checkmate. It's just over.
Oh.
Because your king would have nowhere to go, and there's no pieces to block except, well, you can do a pawn, but
Oh. That
it's
could've
not
been
a good.
pretty
It's
bad.
not a position to be in. So none of that 3-move checkmate nonsense. We hate that.
Okay, so.
You can scroll through these first few moves a little quicker.
Stop if you see anything notable.
And let's stop here. Let's look at this position.
Okay.
So he moved his bishop out, moved it right back in.
Yeah, that
because
was
he
weird.
realized that his bishop was totally trapped and it was totally useless. Nothing of note here.
I mean, he could have brought it out here.
No, he could have. He didn't though.
Okay. Yeah, he did move it back. It was weird.
Again, he's just about moving at random. Move does nothing. That was a good move on your part. I like that move. He takes. I think I gave you this one.
Yeah, I think you
I
did.
gave you that move,
Yeah, I think you did
which
too.
I probably shouldn't have done, but
You're gonna get banned from chess.com and they're gonna track you down.
you're gonna get banned.
Oh well.
They don't know it was me.
I'll make a smurf.
Yeah, that was a good move. I like that. I like that trade because you're up material, and it makes his not developing his rook by taking you. He's just making his rook more useless.
Sure.
Now, the move that I was seeing is you could have taken your queen over one square to attack his rook,
Oh, okay.
and the only place he has to go is back.
Gotcha.
But you know, it's such a subtle move. He might not have seen it.
Yeah.
They might not have seen it. Could be female.
Mhm.
And then you didn't take that pawn, which I didn't hate.
I didn't
Well,
want to trade.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's fair. That probably would have been smart. That was a decent move on his part. I don't hate that move. That's a great move. Because if you go back one move, you're threatening the queen and the king, so that's a fork. It's not a true fork because they can take you with the bishop, but that's a trade you're willing to take because it really advances the position of your rook when you take back.
Mm-hmm.
So they take rook, or they take, and then you take bishop. They take knight, you take bishop. That knight moves out, which is a really stupid move.
It didn't do anything for them.
If it was me, I would have moved my queen over, and then boom, go in and just absolutely murder that queen. But this move is also great because you pin the knight to the queen. Knight can't move. They do that, which is really dumb.
And then they don't do anything with it. They could have.
Yeah, I don't. Again, zero mechanical understanding of chess.
Oh, well, I mean, me neither.
Well, you formulated an idea by yourself, and you executed it pretty much by yourself. Take with the queen, great, good vision.
Why didn't I take that?
It took you a few moves.
I was more busy with other stuff going on.
Yeah. The engine would be hating these moves because you'd be just leaving this rook out in the open. The engine would definitely give you a blunder right here. Oh, the next move actually would be a blunder. That's a blunder because you hang a rook.
Yep.
Hang
That
a
was
rook.
poor. That was
You
really
can
poor.
you can take this rook two ways. You can take it bishop and you can take it knight.
It was just sitting there forever too. Yeah, I missed mate in 2, says Nox. Yep. Can you describe to me what my mate in 2 was here? Because I can't.
Go back a move.
One more back?
Yeah. So you take with the queen. Would be
Oh.
with the queen instead of the knight.
Mhm.
Well, they could still move back there. I don't see mate in 2.
Somewhere in here it was.
It's definitely not far off.
I think if I moved here, it still could have moved down. I don't know.
You could do.
I'm sad I didn't get to actually checkmate them when they resigned. It's lame.
You will rarely checkmate. You will almost always receive a resignation.
Okay. Right.
Checkmates are not that common.
I want to try again.
Cool. Want to play another? Yeah. Play another game. Go for it.
If Nox knows what a bong whatever is and can recognize
Bong
me in
club?
2 or 3, they're gonna wreck me. So I want to play Nox.
And then after this, I would love to get on my account on the PC with my mouse and play a couple members of chat, maybe Marths or Nox. If Marths or Nox would play me, they might crush me. They might be way better at chess than me.
I don't really want to
Yeah,
move
and
this
see
out.
how volatile your rating is. If you win, you go up 171. If you lose, you go down 118.
That's the motivation.
Nox is actually bad. What's your elo, Nox? If you don't mind me asking.
It's a very sensitive thing, a man's elo. Don't want to stroke it too hard. That could be taken worse ways than I meant that.
We'll do it in a bit, Nox.
Several people want to.
You all can add me on chess.com if you want to. etrain8885.
I want to get it up on the screen. I'm scared to do this because I don't want him to come out and get my king. You mentioned that and now I'm petrified of it.
That would be a very solid move. I would not hate that move at all.
Okay.
That's fair, Nox.
See, now he's going for
So
it.
you're playing a 10-26, which is... I mean, they're going to absolutely destroy you, and they're going to do it in 20 moves.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try and stop and think slowly. Well, now if he comes here and takes this, I can take him out. And
But you can't move that pawn either.
Yeah.
Because it's pinned.
I think I'm going to move this. No, I'm going to move... I don't know what I'm going to move. Let's move... Let's start getting creative. Let's try and castle our king, if we can.
I would love if you did that. It'd be a great strategy.
At this point, it seems like a good idea. Which means moving this guy out. Boom. Quick, get that king in there. This theme is so good. Yay! Safer.
And it might be privy to go into the, I don't know if you're allowed to chat, but
And say what?
just say, cheers, I'm a very new player.
Cheers. Nope, chat
I don't know
disabled.
why chat's disabled,
I
but
don't know.
probably because you're really new.
Probably. Okay, I can't move this guy out. He's stuck. I can move this guy out, but he'll get stuck. Okay, I can't do anything over
The
here.
knight isn't,
It's pretty locked up.
the knight isn't totally stuck.
And yeah, it is. I mean...
Well, you could advance.
Mm-mm.
You're playing a 10-26, so I don't. You could advance a bishop or a knight out, and they would be defending each other. You know, so there are certain things that you could do, but like I hate that move because he can take you back with the knight immediately.
Oh, that is a bummer.
No recompense on that
I didn't
one.
realize. I should have looked harder for that, but he didn't.
It's okay. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't. I would take a knight.
Yeah. Bye. That's cool. Now I
It's
can
not
take.
bad.
Oh, okay, he did take.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he could definitely take you back, but it's at least an even
I was
trade.
hoping you wouldn't.
You
Alright.
guys are materially equal. Something like that. I turned off Rise when I saw Chess pog you. I love it. Disgusting manners. Kind of feel like I would be an uber noob. Being an uber noob is totally fine. Good night to all and have a good one, Ethan. Aw, bye, Uchi.
Oh, good night,
Have a wonderful night.
Cheers.
So nice to see you. Happy belated birthday again.
Thanks for joining our chill chess stream for the evening. Chill noob chess stream. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't think they know what you're doing either.
They're probably like, what the fuck? What's this person doing?
Who is this child?
I don't know! No, that's a bad move. Right
Definitely
now,
not a good one.
right now that acts as a block.
Oh, now you're thinking.
No, I'm not.
Come on, man. You could have moved it one square to attack the bishop.
But then you would have taken it, and I guess I could have
Well,
traded.
it's defended by the rook. That would have been a bad trade for them. Good trade for you.
Oh well.
Hold on.
Now I can go up there. Woo! That was a hot move right there.
Sexy move.
Look out.
Ooh, you have a fun check. Oh, not anymore.
Not anymore.
They canceled.
Oh well. Let's see.
That pawn's pretty weak.
This
what
one?
could you do to buff it?
I could move this one up next to it.
Good. I wouldn't hate that move. You could also move that rook over
I should do
and
that.
defend up that file. To see how he's taking control of that E file, he's mobilizing on the E file. So
Now
you should
I am
also
too.
mobilize on the E file.
Look out! Satria. Okay, well.
Yeah, he took your rook. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that rook take. Sorry, that was a bad.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking at this game.
That's okay, me neither. Apparently.
Getting Mike crushed.
That's alright. I still took that thing out, the bishop.
Yeah, that bishop was really strong, but yeah, so they're up in points now. This person is not playing a very 1,000 game. I would be capitalizing on your noob status probably a little more aggressively, but because I can think of the moves that I would be playing in this situation.
That's really weird.
What's he putting pressure on though?
He's putting pressure on a pawn and this dude. So I can
He's
get
not
this
putting
dude.
pressure on that dude though, because it's defended by your rook.
Okay.
So he's not really putting pressure on that. He's putting pressure on the pawn, but you just didn't defend the pawn.
I don't care.
I know. But you should care because that pawn is defending 2 pawns.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So he's actually, that pawn is really essential to your structure.
We'll see what he does. Yeah,
You ought to take it.
I can't take it.
No, but you can attack it.
With what? I guess with this dude.
Yeah, but not that way.
This way.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's defended by your queen.
Okay.
That'll make him move at least somewhere else. Yeah, that rook has... Yeah, he has not much else to do in that area.
Okay.
This thing is just so good.
It's good. Proof of a Hero is classic. Didn't like what he did there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Drive him out.
Sure.
I like it. I like it. Just, yeah, I like moving pieces and just trying to exert some type of middle pressure and take some command of the board.
I'm glad you guys like the new emotes, Triple X. Chess is just Fire Emblem without stats. Don't at me. Okay. Oh, we took a pawn.
Mm-hmm. And you gotta be really careful because your bishop is pinned to your queen.
Mm-hmm.
But your knight can attack.
Mm-hmm. There.
I might have liked this a little bit better because it doesn't cut off the mobility of your rook.
Yeah, this gets him if he goes for though. If he goes for this, I can get him.
If he goes for what, you can get him.
If he goes for my bishop, I can get him. With
Your
that.
queen could get him.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's true.
I'm sorry, I'm making you do a lot of thinking at this ungodly hour.
It's kind of late.
I don't despise that move, but where are you going with that knight?
Somewhere. Up here, I guess. No, somewhere else.
Every single square is defended by a pawn.
Oh, that's a bummer.
You can at least take it back.
Oh, no, I can't.
Oh, you're right, you can't.
Mm-mm.
Pinned.
No, I can.
No, you lose your queen.
Huh? No, I won't. Oh, I will, you're right.
And then it's mate.
Okay.
They'll get you back rank style. Your game is pretty much over with at this point.
We'll see.
There's not much you can do about it.
We'll see.
I think it's mate in about 3.
We'll see.
Well, because they take bishop. They take with that.
Oh, interesting. That's too bad.
That wasn't a great move. Not really much you can do about it, though.
What's he gonna do? Move in there? Like, he can't
Absolutely.
do. Yeah, but now what? Ah, I see.
It's checkmate.
I see.
Checkmate at this point. So you have to take. It's your only legal move, is to take with the queen.
Oh, that's a bummer.
And they take by mate.
Yep.
So that's a back rank checkmate. So you can
yeah,
X
'cause he
out
couldn't
of
move
that
in
X out of that little window. And so you see you have nowhere to go.
Sure.
So what he did is something called stacking his rooks. So he put his rooks on the same file, and rooks create a ton of pressure when they're stacked like that, and that's absolute fuel for a back rank mate.
I didn't see both of them there.
All right, I think I want to play someone from chat. I want to
Okay.
fill my water bottle, so go ahead and sign out of your account, and I'll sign into mine.
Sure.
Let me get out of chess here, and I'll send it on my account, and then I'll give you a mouse to hook up so that I can play on my mouse.
Okay. What, you don't want to play on a trackball mouse? It'd be such a fun competitive advantage.
Oh, it's not.
All right. We're going to be right back with some more chess. You get to watch someone who's actually good at chess play. Better than me.
That's not saying.
I don't know where the sign out button is. Found it. Found it. Oh wait, log me in as a guest. Why? Log out.
Actually, don't. Could you hook this up? Actually, do you just have a traditional mouse that I can use?
Yeah.
I didn't bring the wireless cord. Well, it's in my. It's sitting. I guess it's sitting. Hold on, I do have the wireless.
I have a mouse too. I have a wireless.
I'll use your.
Okay, I can find. I can find.
I was like, oh wait, I can't bring my USB mouse receiver.
We'll be right back. Do a raffle for what? Who fights him first? I'm talking to them. I'm trying to find the login button. I hit play online and it just logged me in as a guest. No, oh, okay, log in. Found it. Okay, give me a second here. I gotta get the regular mouse. One moment. We'll be back with some more chess.
Log in here. Can they hear us? Streamer's gone, no rules. Alright, I think... Was it Martz who asked to play first?
I don't know,
I think it was Martz and then Nox. I would like to go in order, yes. But yeah, I would, I believe Martz asked first. If anybody else, could do a raffle, Parsec is right. Could do a raffle for who wants to play first. I don't think that many people want to play me. I think there's only 2 or 3. There could be more. I haven't been looking much at chat because I've been looking at your games. Let me just give you my log.
I have another one somewhere too. Sorry, it's been a minute. Made a mess.
Martz is not available right now. All right, Nox, you want to play?
You logged in?
Yeah, I'm logged in.
Okay, then I'm gonna jump back over to this proper scene.
Re-engage headphones.
Here we go.
All right, let's go. Let's go, Nox. If you want to add me as a friend, I can take over, Mike. If you want to add me as a, friend, or I could add you as a friend, whatever you want to do, and we can. They just sent a challenge link. Is that okay, Mike?
Yeah, click it.
All right, cool. Should be fine.
God, you actually move nice. Close some of those tabs.
Yeah, I'll play.
Here you go, Maestro Nox.
All right, cool. You ready to go, Nox? So I play a little opening called the London System.
The London System. You don't play the bong thing?
No, I don't play Bone Cloud, unfortunately. So careful that you keep your hand
Yeah,
off the mouse so that I can.
You're good. I got you now. Why do you have a fancy looking stuff?
do you
Your icons are all fancy.
Are they different than yours?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You must have
Oh,
customized it
yeah,
somehow.
you can go into the settings tab and change all that nonsense.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Bone Cloud.
Is that what Bong Cloud is?
That's the Bone Cloud, yes.
Why is it called that?
I don't know. I can't remember. I don't. It's been a minute since I've learned my Bone Cloud history lesson.
That's cute, Kaze.
Fine, I'll bite, Nox. International.
Yeah.
Fancy. Max, do you mind if I ask where you live?
I know the general area, but I wouldn't be 100% confident on the country. I think it's like, I don't want to say because I'll sound dumb.
Trinidad and Tobago. That's where Lazy Potato is from.
It's fun on Twitch. You get to meet people from all over. Qatar. I was gonna say Kuwait,
Qatar.
which isn't even close. I think.
Knox, I'm insulted that you think I wouldn't know where Qatar is.
Did you say that?
He said Qatar, the Middle East.
Oh.
I know where Qatar is. All right, I should probably play a move.
I was the one who was saying I would have felt dumb, so I'm probably doing it for my benefit. The third tiniest country in the world.
Qatar is very, very small. It's kind of in between Oman and Yemen, is it not? Right on the coast, by the Red Sea. He moved it back. It's probably a good move, Marth.
Marth? You mean Knox?
Well, Marth said he moved it back,
okay.
and I said, yeah, it's probably moving the king back was probably a good move. Moving it forward in the first place was a pretty abysmal move.
Spicy. It's a peninsula next to Saudi Arabia.
Peninsula next to Saudi Arabia. Okay, that's what I thought. Somewhere in that area. It's to the continental east of. It's to the east of.
Can you see? Okay. Do you need me to move over?
Oh no, I can see fine.
Okay.
Absolutely, I'm totally fine.
Cool. Let me know if you need anything. Sorry, it's like a bajillion degrees in here.
It's fine. Right under Bahrain. Yeah.
Dude, they're chatting and playing chess.
Pog. Okay, thank you for making this an unrated game, Knox. Probably smart. Shock. Well, I traded that bishop for that knight. They're about equal value, and I don't hate that trade right now. Castles. So we can see up here that Nox has done almost no development with their back rank, which gives me a massive positional advantage right now. So what they want to do is they want to come in and take more control of the center and start moving out some of these back rank pieces and making them more active. probably be the smartest thing.
Hey Angani, welcome.
And any commentary that I offer, Nox is constructive and with love, of course.
I like Ethan commentary. Angani, this is my good friend Ethan.
I know Angani.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay,
I've rated Angani before.
Oh, you have?
I've rated Angani from drums, yes.
Well, then you are special. Anyways, I don't know if I've formally introduced you to Aang before, but this is my good friend Ethan. We've known each other for a really long time. Ethan has occasionally played Monster Hunter with me. I am occasionally playing chess here with him right now because it's his birthday.
I've heard he does the drum. Yeah, Angani's come to my drum streams and requested some songs before.
Yep, Aang loves
which is
music
very kind.
a lot.
Which is very kind. So I always appreciate such gestures. Alright, I'm gonna do this.
Nox says that they're offended that you won't absolutely dumpster them with shit talk.
I'm not a very good shit talker. There's probably some like 1600 ELO person like lurking in chat right now just thinking about what a freaking moron I am. This Ethan guy, he's a real dumb piece of shit, man.
It's okay, there's no iframes in chess, it doesn't matter.
Shock.
Can you test your metal next? I think maybe Parsec wanted to play as well Mad Cow Disorder. I think Ethan's trying to go in order or something like that. Are you trying to go in order?
I can't remember who else wanted to play.
Okay.
I can't remember who else.
Whoever wants to next, we will try.
Yeah,
and
Mad Cow,
we'll try and get
Parsec,
to people.
Marths. I would play with. Yeah. So we'll go Parsec and then Mad Cow. Oh, and then if Marths is available, I don't know if Marths is going to be available anytime soon, but if they are available anytime soon, that'd be sweet. What do I want to do?
I don't know what
This
you
move,
want to do.
this move with my queen was really dumb. It didn't do anything.
You can't move anywhere from there.
Accomplished absolutely nothing.
Always feels bad when you gotta go back like that.
Feels bad, man. I'm kind of just playing for goofs right now.
Yeah, it's okay. I think. I mean, you also just put your queen in. I mean, it would be a trade, I guess.
It's defended.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'll trade queens right now.
Alright.
Ooh, I'd also love to play on Gani. There are many people that I would like
This
to
is
play.
the entertaining part of the stream, is you get to play Ethan, who's actually decent at chess.
Yeah, whatever you guys do, so whoever will play next, just create an unrated 10-minute challenge link on chess.com and just put it in the chat, and I'll engage that way. It's the easiest way to send it out.
Your actual mouse, I didn't realize.
Yeah, I did bring my mouse. Oh, it's my move. Dumb boy, stupid.
This is a good concert.
This is a good concert. I like it.
I think I know what I'd do.
What would you do?
I would have moved the bishop way up into there.
Yeah? What for?
I don't know. Just cause.
Yeah. That's the thing. You should never make a move in chess just cause.
Looks good.
Looks good, feels bad.
Interesting. I like that.
Yeah, I like that move because the knight and the bishop are stacked, so even if they move their knight, trading the bishops would be a pretty even trade. Yeah, the silliest thing about the Bong Cloud is that it takes away your ability to castle immediately, because once your king moves, you aren't allowed to castle.
Oh, really? It has to be the first move?
It has to be the first move of your king,
Yeah.
and the respective rook.
Interesting.
If either of them have already moved, then you are not allowed to castle.
Hey, Adam, welcome. That's
Hi,
Adam.
Adam.
Hi, Jim.
Adam Lockhart, my good friend. I miss you, sir. It's nice to see you in chat. Knox, focus on the game. Get out of chat, you dingleberry. They still have a huge time advantage over me. They still have a 25-second time advantage. I love. Yeah, I should play hand and brain versus chat.
Huh?
I don't even know what that
What does
is.
that
I don't know
mean?
what that means. Oh wow, what? Parsec? Parsec said, oh wow, and I
That'd
want
be
to know.
incredible. I don't know what that means either. I think they mean maybe one of us is the hand and one of us is the brain, but you would just be the brain and I would just be the hand.
Yeah. Hand and brain versus chat. Yeah. I've never heard of hand and brain, but that would be
I
kind
think it's
of
also
fun.
against the rules of chess.com.
I don't see any reason why not.
One person says a piece and the other person makes a move with that piece. Oh, that would be good for Ethan. Ethan could say a piece and I could try and figure out what they meant.
I like that move.
This is pretty close right now.
Material-wise, yes.
I'm gonna let people have a chance to play against Ethan first, but we could try that later on.
Yeah, hand and brain would be good for you for learning.
Yeah, totally, because you'd be able to call out what pieces I should be looking at, and I could try and figure them out. Ooh, this is interesting. Very, very interesting.
Very sneaky tough. That threat doesn't scare me because all I do is take back with Rook. So there's not a massive positional advantage to me taking him. Like, it would just be a trade. And if anything, it would improve the position of his rooks relative to mine.
Couldn't you have moved this there and then gotten it?
What do you mean?
You could have moved your knight there and then gotten it.
Like, blocked it?
Well, like, you could have moved your knight there and then have that take your knight, then get it back without losing your rooks.
Yeah, that would be not my favorite move, though.
Okay.
I don't think I would love that.
It's hard for us to point at the board and actually show us what we're
Yeah,
pointing
it's hard to indicate.
at. Yeah, what we're actually talking
That
about.
was kind of a failed attempt to add some pressure. Stupid on my part. Because now he can just take that pawn back.
Yeah.
Not a very smart move.
Bummer.
But... Or maybe it was a trap. Dun, dun, dun.
It'd also be interesting to see Ethan make the best of Mike's callouts. Yeah, I suppose that's true.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be.
And I would just sit there and go. I just sit there just in complete agony.
We
Just
have
like,
2 mice here. We can do that pretty easily.
Oh yeah, no, we totally could. We totally could. Yeah, playing versus chat is so fun. Chat just votes on moves, like whatever move you see the most, chat goes with. A choice. Okay. Okay. I see it. I see it. I like this pawn. I want to hold on to it. So I want to defend that pawn.
Interesting. I don't totally I don't see ahead of time how having something down here can protect something up there.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, looking at it, I can see it now, but I don't envision those in my head.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. Understandable. Nox is not playing a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. This is a fine game.
Y'all are even on time too.
Yeah, roundabout.
Interesting that.
That was a good move. Because they're putting pressure on a square down here, putting pressure in this area, as well as revealing that rook's path to the knight, which I don't love. So I'm gonna go here for now.
Interesting.
Just get the knight out of the way without putting it in any imminent danger. I also don't want to set myself up to get back ranked here. Okay. I don't despise that move. Don't despise that move at all.
That's interesting. So I was looking at that too.
The thing is just running around and doing checks with a knight is it's irritating more than it is anything else, because he can just come over with the king, and it doesn't quite trap my knight, but it's
pretty interesting.
It's not far from being a knight running around doing checks by itself, which is why when you have just a king and a knight and then a king and a knight in an endgame, it's a draw.
He says, "Please, sir, some alms for a 400 elo baby."
I'm only up 1 point.
Yeah, I know. It's been that way for a little while.
1 point of material.
Isn't it nice, Angani? We're listening to some nice orchestrated music tonight. This is from the 5th anniversary orchestra concert. Yeah, all the Jumbo Village stuff is really nice.
So what I need to do is Nox actually has a much more active position than me, because they're putting a lot of pressure down into this area, and I'm not putting a lot of pressure anywhere. So it might be. I also don't like the idea of my king not having a luft. Also, these pawns are really patrolling these squares well. So I'm gonna put a little guard up there. Also give my king a place to go, because these 3 advancing pawns are actually pretty scary, and I don't like the way they look.
Adam says that I'm finally understanding that most of chess is just stroking a beard and saying interesting.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Very interesting.
Here.
This is fitting music for this part of the game, I think. Why would you do that?
Me?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because you'll get taken out. Doubly so.
Oh yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
Or not?
Maybe not.
I don't see it. Whatever. Oh, the pawn.
The pawn's defending that. The pawn's defending that knight. But
that's so interesting.
Yeah, it's not.
Now they're baiting you to take that with your pawn.
Well, it's tough, because if I take, then they take knight, and it's. But that's an even trade. This bishop is exerting a lot more pressure.
Down to that bottom.
So I'm totally comfortable losing that.
Take it, coward.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with dropping that bishop. This is a bad situation for them too.
Yeah, I can see why now.
So now I have the uninhibited pass pawn.
Oh, but they're gonna get it.
Are they? Check.
Very smart.
It's not a good move.
On your part?
On their part.
you like the music.
Um,
Nox says no retreat, only Unga. I wonder if there are chess
I need
speedrunners.
to be quite careful, because this can rather easily go awry.
Sure.
I'm in a delicate position
Sure.
right now, and I'm almost out of time.
Yeah.
Almost out of time.
Sure.
So I'm actually gonna go here. Because there are some unfavorable positions in the future here. I gotta start being quick though. I do not have a lot of time to waste on moves.
Nice, Aang. Enjoy watching up. Thanks for coming by. Let me know if you wanted to play Ethan later. Let us know. This is pretty tense.
I think we're gonna have to go here for now. This is a Nox is playing a fine game right now, and I have no issues with the quality of this game.
It's pretty close.
It's just tough because I don't have that many good moves right now. Not necessarily.
Don't they? Yeah, they did. 'Cause you had the track.
That was not a good move, Nox. You needed to take back with that other rook. Now the game is over.
Martha agrees with the fitting music.
Checkmate.
Wow, I can't even see all those different
Yeah,
possibilities.
I saw that this pawn was putting pressure on these squares, and this pawn is putting pressure on this square.
Sure.
And this rook is putting pressure on
Oh,
this
wow.
square. So I actually looked at it and I was like, mate in one.
It was close.
Thank you, Nox. That was a great game. I really appreciated that game. Thank you for playing with me. I'm going to add you as a friend.
Here you go.
So we can actually check this game report and we can take a look at this. I probably did not play a very accurate game at all. I bet you the engine despised this game. Parsec, if you want to send me a challenge link. Oh, thank you.
Nox says they wanted to open a path for their rook, but they saw the end once you moved the rook over.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
so
both-
I had the advantage
You both
most of
look
this
how
game.
well you both played.
Yeah, 64% accuracy is not great, but
You guys had the same amount of mistakes.
6 and 6.
Yeah. I mean, like we both had good moves and bad moves. That's cool.
Yeah, that's mistake number 1 is going out into that square. That's an easy take on my part. Easy to double take.
It was pretty close, Dragon on Fire. I was very curious about how that was gonna end there.
Yeah, the big blunder was right here.
On your part or their part?
Their part. They should have taken that pawn, and I moved here, and they should have taken back here, and that's when the game's over.
Yeah.
As they do that, that's a massive blunder, because now this pawn is free to advance, and that's mate right there.
They say they win the moral victory because of the bomb cloud opening up.
Yeah, so this is mate in 1. Yeah, that was a good game. That was a very fun game. I like that game. All right, let's go, Parsec. Parsec's gonna kick my butt.
Maybe so. Huh?
I might have X'd out of the challenge link. Sorry.
Click it again.
Oh, you can only accept a challenge once. Sorry, Parsec. Can you create a new challenge link? My apologies.
Just a black screen. At least there's some text and some dudes there.
Hey, look, text and dudes.
You got it? Or here.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good. The window capture kicked back in. I want it to be a separate window from the music. That's okay.
This is not a new game.
Weird. Here, hit X out of that. Maybe go to your messaging?
No, it should come to here.
There we go. There's something.
Yeah, that's just letting me that Nox is
Oh, okay.
Nox is my friend now.
Huh.
Sorry, Parsec. Try one more time. I think that might just be a glitch with an existing game
Here,
being
can I see
up.
this real quick?
Yeah, fine.
I want this in a separate window for reasons.
Yeah, no, it's totally.
One moment, chat. Sorry, folks. Dun, dun. One second. There we go. There we no. It keeps taking us back to this
bringing
knock
up to
screen.
this. Might need to reload the page.
It just wants us to remind. It just wants to remind us.
Yeah, try reloading the page, Parsec.
It just wants to keep reminding us that you won.
Suck
Solid.
it, Nox.
Solid. What the fuck exposed? Why can't you be toxic in my chat? I mean, hello, Ekapam.
That was close in time too.
It was. You guys both took a little bit. Are there speedrunners for chat or for chess?
Yeah, so what a grandmaster will do is they'll speed run a rating climb. So they'll open a brand new account and they'll try to get their rating from 0 to 3,000 as fast as possible.
That sounds pretty thrilling.
It's slow. It takes usually weeks. All right, this is not cool. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why it's not working, Parsec.
Here, let's send an invite to him instead.
Yeah, Parsec, what's your username? I'm just gonna add
This
you as a.
connection was closed because you logged in on another browser or device. Or it must be another tab. Never mind. I think it was talking about the Nox thing.
I think I'm going to. Yeah, Parsec, what's your username? I'll just add you.
There's also Bullet Chess. What's Bullet Chess?
1
Username is
minute.
the same as Twitch, so Parsec Mech.
Okay, awesome. Bullet is like Rapid. So there's Rapid, Blitz, and Bullet. Rapid games are longer than 5 minutes. Blitz games are between 3 and 5 minutes. Bullet games are less than 3 minutes.
The time limit stresses me out.
Yeah, the time limit's the hardest
Where
part.
to the play thing? Play thing lets you invite people, right? Like the play menu?
Yeah.
New game, I guess.
I want to add friends.
Yeah, you do that from the play screen. You click on the play screen first.
You do it from here.
Oh, there. Never mind. I thought I knew it.
Find friends.
Parsec Mech.
You want to type?
Sure.
Yeah.
Funk. Funk.
All right, cool. Add me, Parsec.
This is the fun part.
This is where the fun begins. So as soon as Parsec adds me, yeah, Devondu Holiday is probably my best rated friend. He's a 1300.
Where's he?
Echo Shreds.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, 1300's high.
Yeah, that's all right, cool.
You go ahead.
The messages here. Cool.
There we go. Challenge to play. Weird that it was obnoxious.
Yeah, so let's go 10
Oh,
standard.
accept.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yay! We did it.
Cool. So I played the last game with white, so this game I'll play with black. Which will be fun.
Okay. That was.
And I get to play my favorite opening. So I have 2 standard openings that I use. I use the London system when I play white, and I use the King's Indian when I play as black.
Parsec says, "Good luck, have fun."
Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And this game is unrated, which is good for us.
Yep, I set it up like that.
What is GLHF?
Good luck, have fun.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Yep, there you go.
So this is something called a fianchetto. This structure here.
Okay.
Fianchetto is when you advance this pawn, move this bishop up, and then castle. And it's a young Mike strategy. It's just surrounding your king with
Powerful pieces.
Frenchie!
I was waiting for you to see that.
Frenchie!
Who are these nerds talking about Fias?
Fianchettos.
Fianchettas.
Fianchetto. A lot of openings are named after either tournaments or prominent grandmasters that use them. The Fianchetto is named after a guy named Fianchetto who invented this setup.
Sure. Frenchie, I hope your day's been nice.
Parsec Castle's Lawn. I like it.
Ethan's birthday was a couple days ago, so we ate at a nice restaurant tonight, and then we're playing some chess to hang out.
It's been a very nice night so far.
Yep.
Surprised by Annie joining us for dinner. I wasn't expecting that.
Nox says, "Get down, Mr. President."
It's been a long time since I've played Get Down, Mr. President.
You dogpile your king with everyone.
No, Get Down, Mr. President is a game that we played in theater class in high school.
Oh yeah, there's an actual game of it. But
Yeah,
they
no,
were saying
no,
about your king. That's what I used to do when I played chess as a kid. Frenchie says that they hope you enjoyed your birthday.
Thanks, Frenchie. Yeah, that's when you have a room full of people and everybody puts a hand up to their ear, and the last person who puts the hand up to their ear is the president, and then everybody else says, "Get down, Mr. President!"
Yep.
And they tackle them.
Here, I'm gonna minimize this other tab. Sometimes having a YouTube video playing can overload the computer a bit.
And then who is after Parsec?
Mad Cow just what I was asking to play.
All right, cool. Mad Cow, you still in chat?
They might be. Bless you.
Bless me.
I muted you for the last one. Last time you played a physically taxing game to get stitches for your eyelid, what were you playing? Mad Cow is still here.
I think they're talking about Get Down, Mr. President.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Nox has since sworn to dedicate themselves to food and not moving. That's a very noble goal, Nox. How do you challenge? We can challenge you. You need to make an account on chess.com and then just give us your username and we can add you and do it that way. Street hockey, they say, was the last thing that they did like that. Street hockey sounds like you get your eyelid busted up. I wouldn't like that. That sounds like high sticking to me, Nox. No bueno.
Hockey is a game. I always wanted to play hockey as a kid, but my mom wouldn't let me do it because it was so violent.
Yeah.
And I am endlessly grateful that my mom never let me play hockey. Because hockey is just, I don't want to call it like a brainless game or anything, but it just, there's nothing about hockey that is truly enticing to me as a person.
What about getting up on all that sick hockey lingo?
Ripper. I think I'm alright with that.
Thanks, Nox, for helping out. Frenchie says Mama knows best. Is this a good chess theme?
Yeah, I like it. Chess is oddly nerdy. I mean, you know it. You felt the nerves in that first game.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say nerdy.
Nervy. There's just a lot. Yeah, there's just always nerves firing in chess, in my experience at least.
You're also playing chess for a currently undisclosed sum of people.
Okay, Frenchie. Frenchie Parsec.
We were initially gonna play some Monster Hunter Rise tonight as well after the chess, but we had steaks and then dessert, and I was like, I think I can just handle one game tonight, man.
Just absolutely,
one game at a time.
Absolutely immobilized by the sauce.
I hadn't had a steak in probably close to a decade. It was good. Ethan talked me into getting one.
It's really been a decade since you had a steak?
I think so. I don't have steak very often.
Seems like a long time, but I don't disbelieve it.
It was a good way to celebrate your birthday. Ethan didn't have to talk me into it, but Ethan picked what steak I tried, and it was quite good.
It's filet. It's hard to go wrong with filet. It's gonna be the best cut of steak almost every time.
Nox says it's kind of great that chess got a resurgence in popularity.
Yeah, particularly after the Queen's Gambit. The Queen's Gambit did a lot for chess.
They say the meme videos on YouTube are great too. The final boss of chess, man.
There's a great video of there's an American super grandmaster named Hikaru Nakamura, and he's a brilliant chess player. And the way his mind works is so fast. And there's a clip of him on YouTube going, yeah, I could take here, and if takes, then queen takes, then bishop moves, takes. I think I'm overthinking it. I think I'm just gonna castle. it's just like, it's this classic video of him just overthinking the absolute crab apples out of a situation. I like that move. I like that move a lot.
I'm always scared moving the queen out like that.
Yeah, it's anxiety inducing. I always double, triple check and make sure that my queen's going to a square where it's safe.
Remember a video of Hikaru Nakamura pre-moving 40 moves ahead and leaving to get a banana and coming back to a win?
Yeah.
That's the thing you can do.
Yeah, you can pre-move.
You can pre-move and predict, and will it like pause if they don't move where you think they'll go?
Yeah, it'll just disable the move.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He was able to do that so far in advance. Wow.
It's really not that crazy though when you think about professional chess.
That brain sounds like it's smart.
The level of and then like people like there's a great video of my favorite chess content creator is Levi Rosman. Good move, Parsec. He's an international master based in New York. And there's a game of him playing 3 blindfolded games against 3 streamers, and they're playing unblindfolded, and he's just sitting there keeping all the positions straight, and his girlfriend is making the moves on the computer for him. And he's brain, she's hand.
Oh, okay. Is that common parlance?
You need, if you're gonna play blindfolded on a computer, you need someone to be your hand.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
In a way, yeah. That's a good move, Parsec. I like that move.
Nox says their favorite video is still Chess Pawn Requiem.
Yeah. I like that move. I like that move, Parsec. The only problem with that move is it's not a bad trade by any stretch, and it definitely gets their queen into a better position.
It's filled with memes. We should watch it.
What?
The Chess Pawn Requiem. Here, give us a second. I'm gonna check the music. I'm not sure what this is. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. This will spit us out into something good.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take back.
Yep, go ahead. It's funny having 2 mice plugged into the computer at once.
Yeah, it is.
I experimented with a program that let me have different mouse cursors on different monitors at the same time. It broke in spectacular fashion within like 5 minutes, to the point where I would move one mouse and it would move both of them over to the other screen, and then like I would move the other one and neither of them would move. It was a mess. It was awful.
Oh, that would give me anxiety.
Yeah, I didn't keep it enabled very long. You see all the gears turning in his head.
There's really not that much going on right now, I promise. It ain't that serious. It really ain't that serious. And based on material, we're almost totally even. And Parsec doesn't have any. We don't really have. Neither of us really has a particular positional advantage. I'm probably up 2 points of positional advantage right now.
Because we're kind of inside all those.
Just because of all the pressure. No, I have to be careful because Parsec is challenging my queen here.
That they are.
I don't think I want to. Trading queens wouldn't be losing right now, but it wouldn't exactly be winning either.
No.
I'm always down to simplify. I don't have issues with simplification. I also don't mind the position of this rook right now, because I know that when a piece is 2 diagonal moves from a knight, it's at least 3 moves before that knight can put me in under any pressure. 1, 2, 3. So it's I don't hate this position at all. I think for right now, I think what would probably be smartest for me would just be to push.
Good eye, mad cow disorder. Their queens are there.
Defended by what?
If their queen, they had their queen on, I think, one of these spaces here, and they could have gotten it down to there.
It wouldn't be defended by anything. At least not that I saw.
They could have gotten it down there, I think.
I didn't see I didn't see it, whatever it was, but
That's okay.
I believe you.
I mean, I'm not noticing it. Mad cow disorder noticed it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't love these. I don't love these stacked rooks.
Yeah, but that's what happened to me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, king takes queen then? Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no. You always look. The first thing you need to look for is a queen that can just come in. You know, and that's. I'm very good against protecting against that sort of thing, so it doesn't really worry me that much.
Okay.
Was it a diversion? It might have been a diversion. Solid. I like that move. I like that move a lot.
What'd they take?
Let's get that pawn back. Yeah, that was a stupid move on my part. One of a stupid move on my part.
Those stacked rooks are really scary.
They're scary, but like not that scary. So what I'm gonna actually do here is I'm gonna concede. I'm gonna concede that positional advantage. If they advance the pawn, I just take. So it's worrisome, but in taking that, they have blocked their rooks from forming a really viable attack here. So we just kind of have 2 useless sets of stacked rooks right now that aren't particularly threatening to one another. At least as far as I can see. For all I know, Parsec may be a far better chess player than I am. Yeah, and then they can take with Rook here.
Yeah.
They can take with Rook, but their Rook isn't challenging anything, and it's not really staking any claim anywhere. So I think.
What happens if it takes that bishop, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Maybe move the rook, but then the other rook's not stacked. I still think I'd probably move that one rook there. I guess you can move it out of the way, sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move it out of the way. Which this may seem
scary.
I don't have any great moves right now, but so I'm just gonna make a move.
Time's getting low.
Nah, 2.5 minutes is lots of time. Because again, like Parsec has an attack. Parsec has an attack here, but it's not a strong attack. It has no mate potential. If I was back in the corner, this would be really bad for me. But so they have a good opportunity to simplify right now and put their rook in a more aggressive position. But there's no really solid opportunities for mate here. At least not that I see. And there are lots of things that I don't see. Parsek's probably sitting here like, I'm right here. I can hear you. Yeah, so I don't despise that move. It's a fine move.
But
They can just be annoying. Like that rook can be irritating, but not in a detrimental way.
Okay.
That rook doesn't really have that much going on right now.
You basically traded them.
Yeah, it was a complete trade. And if they'd had a third piece putting pressure on this square, or they had a piece, blocking an escape route, that might be poor for me. Worst thing right now. I'm gonna do that.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I can't take that pawn because it's being guarded by that. Oh, that's a good move. I like that move a lot. The only thing, see, it's forking both of these pieces here, which is not good for me. But I have a check, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
Sure.
And we can actually. We need to be careful not to lose this.
Yep, good idea.
So they can then take, but there's
I'll trade it.
spicy things afoot.
Like that.
That's a good move, though. I like that move. That's a great move, actually.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic move. That's a really good move, Parsec. I didn't see that.
I saw that a couple moves ago.
It defends their rook, puts me in check. But again, it's not a really strong check right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of a. Parsec is definitely in a good position to be annoying, though. They have plenty of opportunities to be irritating right now, but and at least my rook is being protected by my bishop. So.
Ooh, got for that pawn.
Yeah, not wild about that. Not wild about that pawn. The pawn is in a good position to smother right now.
I can't attack from there.
I'm just gonna do this. I just don't love that. Just not a big fan. It was an awful move.
Don't say anything about it.
Not an awful move, but it's not a good move. There's not a whole lot good here.
Let's see why I move up.
Why not?
That's what I was looking at before.
It's not.
This is interesting.
It's not particularly scary because I can always move back. A knight by itself is almost never going to be a really scary thing.
You guys have similar amounts of resources, or you did just a second ago.
And then this is really bad for him because of that.
Sure.
Because of that trade, and that's not a trade that.
Yeah.
It's not a trade that they want to make.
I would move
And I'm gonna make.
Oh, you have to move your king.
I do have to move my king. Yes. And I can't move into check, so I'm gonna have to move out of check, which is suboptimal. But. Oh, I'm very low on time right now. They're also very low on time.
Woo!
This is called flagging. So in an endgame where you're both very low on time, it's just make random moves as quick as possible until someone runs out of time.
That was
It's
really
flagging.
intense. Good job, both of you.
All right, Mad Cow, you are up.
Nice job, Parsec.
If you'd like to, Mad Cow, if you wouldn't mind just adding me as a friend on chess.com.
I think they might try and send you a challenge link, but we'll see.
Or a challenge link is fine, but the challenge links were not working when Parsec was sending them, so that was a very tense endgame. I want to look at the game report on that. It was a long game too.
It was, yeah.
44 moves.
That was cool to watch.
Yeah, that was a.
Look at the advantage chart going
Yeah,
up
I
and down
played
there.
just awful game score. My caps in that was abysmal.
There's your challenge link.
Yeah, I see it there. Yeah. White with a big give up there. which was my best move. We had a missed win there. If I move there, but yeah, I was not playing a great game.
Is this gonna work? Nope, it didn't work.
Yeah, challenge links are not working right now.
Weird. Okay, well.
So yeah, Mad Cow, just go ahead and add me on chess.com.
Yep.
eTrain8885. Use your name down in the corner there.
If you send a friend request on chess.com, then we can challenge you or you can challenge us. The challenge links aren't working though, for whatever reason. Don't know why. Just keeps pulling up the previous game. Eventually we're gonna get to the Rotten Vale theme and it's gonna be a banger. I think it's raining. It sounds like a
212.
count.
Doing good though.
Good.
Feel good right now.
Good. Going for 2.5 hours.
Sweet.
It's fun to get to watch you play chess. Sorry, it's so hot and humid. I mean,
It's
now
okay.
now it's the humidity coming in, I think.
Probably both. There were probably a number of factors.
Do you want me to tell you how hot it is in here?
I'm gonna guess 84.
No way. It's not 84. I believe it's 80. Let me see. Did you get a friend request yet?
Not quite. Can you add me, Matt Cowdis Order? Yeah, I can.
Right around 79.
Ah.
Yeah, it definitely is raining out
Yeah, I will add you, Mad Cow.
there. Super humid out. Sorry, buddy. Can I get you anything? Besides a fan.
I don't think so right now. Let's add. All right, I just added you there, Mad Cow.
So, intrusive or unintrusive?
Parsec, I'm curious, Parsec, how much chess experience do you have? That was a reasonably competitive game. And it really there were a few like key blunders in the end game, but other than that, you played quite a positionally solid game and you saw all of my ideas coming, so oh, thank you, fan. Woo! Holy fan, Batman. Oh, yes. It's wonderful. Wonderful fan.
I hit it hard enough, it'll stop rapping. Sure. It's how fans work.
And then Mad Cow, do you want to challenge me or do you want me to challenge you?
Oh, I can see the round. I can stop the round. 1 second. Just make the screw tight. You're running the show, buddy.
Okay, cool.
I'll stop this. Noisy fan.
Did you add me back, Mad Cow? You should get a notification somewhere up like here on your little profile icon about a friend request. So you need to you do need to accept the friend request, or I don't know if I can challenge you. It's hard to challenge new players. This is an issue that I've encountered in the past in bringing in new friends. It's if we're not friends already, it's difficult to challenge. Okay, I gotcha. Let me throw you a challenge. Standard. I'll make it unrated. All right, Mad Cow, let's try it out. I'm gonna try it out.
Looks like they can't hear the fan. That's good.
Yeah. Does do we have anyone who specifically wants to be on deck after Mad Cow? So Mad Cow, if you are on your home page, you should get a challenge link down in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen to accept. But if you don't accept after a couple minutes, it'll just reset.
Ah, the joys of the internet.
We love it.
Here comes the Rotten Vale. The best music is here to come. It's a giant, decaying wasteland full of skeletons and dripping flesh.
Alright, awesome. The game is on.
Welcome, Perp HHH. They just tuned in, but they wouldn't mind the challenge. Alright, I think
I'd love to play you.
after this game, you are welcome to.
Feel free to beat me.
This is normally a Monster Hunter stream here, but tonight we're doing some chess for this guy's birthday.
I play some casual chess on my own just for the funs. Just for the giggles. Oh, I see.
Oh, like perf.
Okay, cool.
Not perp, not perp HHH.
Thank you for the happy birthday, Perf. I appreciate it. The big 2-5. Halfway between 20 and 30, and halfway to 50. I have zero intention of living to the age of 50. That was a joke.
Good. I'd like to see you at 50.
Yeah, Perf. If you wanna jump ahead of the game here. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the follow, Perf. Not my stream, so I shouldn't be thanking for the follow.
You can thank people for follows.
But Perf, if you want to add eTrain8885 on chess.com, you're welcome to. And after this game with Mad Cow, I'd be happy to play with you.
You're running the stream right now.
Cool.
I'm just sitting here.
Can you
hanging out.
feel the power, Kronk?
Oh, I can feel it. It's interesting that some people start as a 400 rating and some people start as an 800. Like, you started as an 800, but...
Yeah, I did. I don't know.
But Parsec started as a 400, which is just interesting to me.
They did? I thought theirs was 800.
Or Mad Cow started as 400, I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know why that would be. See if you'll be able to stay awake for a tiny
gosh,
bit.
Perf, what are you doing up at 8:18 in the morning?
Playing
You'd
chess,
have to be
watching
in...
chess.
Would that put you in England or somewhere in Central Europe? England is 5 hours or 6 hours, depending on daylight savings.
6 would put that right about there. They say we should have a request. Sometimes it seems like it takes a second to come through, but it'll come through.
Might not come through in the middle of a game for the sake of distraction.
Maybe not. Couldn't sleep. They're in Sweden.
Ooh, Sweden. Sweden's a gorgeous country. Absolutely adore Sweden. I've never beaten someone from Sweden either. They always kick my butt. I don't know what it is about the Swedes, man, but they don't goof around when it comes to that chess.
Sorry, Grim. Can't understand you. I bet it is, Perf.
Yeah, I can relate. I used to live in Montana. I hear Montana and Sweden have similar winter climates.
Do they?
They're not far off. Average temperature in the winter in Bozeman, Montana. Bozeman's at about 5,000 feet. Ooh, I don't like that move. Makes me anxious. I think I'm gonna come back. Am I? I might do something crazier.
They say they're originally from Germany.
Ich spreche eigentlich ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich war ein Austauschschüler in Dresden in 2013.
Game releases are stress-inducing, Nox. I'm glad I only have to worry about like one game release every 2 years. More than that would stress me out.
It's probably a good idea, Perf. Not dying is optimal. I'm trying to think what I want to do here.
When you have a free second, I'm gonna turn up the music. Once you're free.
Do it right.
Take your time.
No. That's fine. Fine on my end. Thank you. Cool. Let's get a bishop involved. Let's see a bishop in this game. This game is devoid. Freut mich zu hören. So that's the umlauts over the O. Treat it like there's an E after the hören. Alright. I don't hate that move. Don't hate that move at all. Kind of a stupid move on my part, though. I'm playing some very scrubby chess today.
I'll be, yeah, Fish Bob, I can be the cat jam in the corner.
We're stoked about chess today, kiddos.
I'm stoked about the Rotten Veil theme. And chess.
And chess.
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes chess. All right. Let's put a little pressure somewhere, because Ethan blundered his bishop in spectacular fashion, might I add.
Interesting.
That's a good move. That's a good move. I like that move.
The music's just right for the game. I think so too, Triple X.
Couldn't agree more. I'm doing absolutely nothing in this game right now. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Mouse slip. I meant to go to 8-6. Ooh, tricky, tricky, tricky. Tricky, that's a good move, Mad Cow. Mad Cow taking immediate advantage of my mouse slip.
As you should.
As you should. Ugh, that's frustrating.
That's a pretty bad situation.
That's frustrating. I don't like that at all. Probably my best move is going to be to go here.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's probably a horrible move for some reason, though.
No, looks okay to me. Ooh.
Well, that's a really spicy move because I can't take because the bishop is threatening
Ooh, that's
that
a really
king.
good point. Wow.
So that's a very good move. Ooh, Mad Cow be playing some chess in here.
Wow.
Wow. Mad Cow is here for the chess.
I have very little to constructively add.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. That's about it.
Yeah, I have no good moves right now. Absolutely none. I have almost nothing constructive to add to this game right now. I can...
That's about it.
Even this is not supremely excellent.
No.
It's not. There's not. I have no wonderful prospects at this moment.
Look at them backing off.
And the bishop is pinned, so I can't move that bishop.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a tricky game. I have little good that I can do right now.
Welcome back, Perth.
Can't advance my pawn because that puts me in check. This is a tough position. I don't like it at all. All right. Let's release a little pressure, maybe. Oh, that was.
Yeah, that's not protected, is it?
No. This is the part where I resign.
Damn, Logic. Logic says you will lose this game and your hollowed out skulls will be used as salad bowls by your opponent. I don't know if Mad Cow would want our skulls.
I don't know either.
They say that their heart is beating a lot. Hey, Martz.
Yeah, I simply must. I have to take that piece because it's mate in one. If I don't,
Sorry, that was a bit aggressive. It's okay. Welcome. Ugh, this is a heartbreaker right here. Nice job, Mad Cow.
Yeah, I've got just nothing going on right now. I need to get that. I need to get that queen out of my face. I don't get that queen out of my face. I mean, I'm screwed as it is. They're up 14 points in material right now.
It's doing pretty good.
Played a disgusting game. An absolutely disgusting game.
Yeah.
Just wretched. Yeah, this is maybe the worst game that I've ever played.
Is this spineless, Nox? Is that the joke?
I've wasted so much time sitting here doing absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah.
I have just nothing constructive to do.
They say they're shaking.
You have nothing to be nervous about. It would be really tough for you to lose this game. Like there's
So many more pieces.
I'm when I tell you that I'm playing, this is a disgustingly bad game. I mean, this is a disgusting game. Let's take about 5% off for their logic.
Very intense with their chest descriptions. This person would have, like, if there was a customizable skin that was just like bloodied spiked pieces, that would be their version of chess.
That's your pawn to take, friend. That's your pawn to take. Alright. I've got nothing. I have no good moves. Not a single move would advance my position right now. I mean, when I tell you not a single move, I mean not a single move. Nothing. Less than nothing.
They said they'll dial it down a bit and they said you will experience discomfort.
Just gonna do a stupid king move. My cap score on this game is gonna be like 7%. I'm so glad these games are unrated. Oh, if I lost to a 400 right now, my rating would absolutely plummet. It wouldn't destroy my rating, but it wouldn't be good for me. It wouldn't be good for me at all. Yeah, wow, I just hung that knight. Fuck me. Fuck me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Perf. I hope you rest well. I hope you feel better. If you're feeling badly, I hope you feel better. And otherwise, I just hope you rest well. Get some good sleep. Mad Cowsaurus says they used to play on their chess team.
Yeah.
They did well.
They did extremely well. I mean, look at their cap score is going to be really, really high on this game.
I don't know. Where do you even see that?
Well, I'll show you. The cap score is the analysis of how closely you play to the top engine move.
Hmm. That's one of the more interesting parts.
I mean, I probably played a 20% game.
That's
maybe 30.
That's one of the more interesting parts to me. Is like.
I mean, Mad Cow played with 97.4% caps accuracy. That's an incredible game. I mean, Mad Cow, do you have any idea what your rating is? I mean, to me, you played some solid 1400 chess. Like, from what I saw there, I mean, that's great chess.
The number side of this is what makes me...
97.4% of the time they played the best move. I mean, that's a great game. Which is crazy because I didn't blunder. I didn't blunder a single piece.
They just played...
I made mistakes. They just played
middling moves. They
just played excellent chess compared to me. You know, because they're up, you know, a quarter of a point here, and this was even registered as a mistake, which, in my opinion, it was a mistake. Back here's a fine move. Where did we really lose control? Because I'm down like a half point right now, just because of their positional advantage, because with their queen. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part, because the queen can come in. I lose the pawn. Yeah, that was a mistake. So I need to analyze this game. I
You're good.
analyze every game that I play, chat. And it's...
Oh, a 5-minute match.
It was over at the mouse slip. Like, the mouse slip was everything. My position was totally gone there.
Perf would like a 5-minute match before they go rest.
I love that, Perf. Did you add me?
It said, I think they said they did, yeah.
Okay, I don't have a notification for it. I don't have a notification that they added me.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the chess, with like any sort of chess lingo. No, I think it's
Yeah, at that mouse slip, the game was over.
No, I think it is just fine, Perf. We have nothing but time tonight. We just gotta figure out how to add you here.
I mean, the game is over anyway, but like they have so many points of advantage. But if you look at this bar right here, they go from 7 points of advantage to 9 points of advantage in one move. That's how shitty that mouse slip was.
Really weird this isn't showing up. Would you mind looking up Perf G? That's your username.
Yeah, I'd love to.
So it's Perf
Would you mind
G.
typing for me?
Sure. There we go.
Yeah.
They have a little silver crown.
Oh no. Perf's gonna smoke me.
Well, it's a 5-minute match.
Yeah, I'm awful at 5 minute.
GG Risk Nathan, you'll go back to grinding, right? It's been a while since you played. Was nervous. You have bad social anxiety under pressure. Well, I think you played a fine game.
You played a beautiful game, Mad Cow. I mean, truly, that was a gorgeous game that you played. I can't remember the last time I played someone who played 97% caps.
Oh, there we go. Here's a pending request.
Okay, perfect. I think yeah. Logic also sent a challenge. Oh my God, Perf's 1855. Oh no. We get just absolutely smoked.
Let's see what that looks like.
10,176 games. Jesus Christ.
Well, good thing it's unrated, yeah? Or is a 5-minute gonna be rated?
Oh, they can totally play me in a rated game. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me just challenge Perf here.
Okay. They said 5 minutes.
Wait.
So
No,
nice of it to say
I want
that.
to play him. I'm gonna play him in a standard game. Fuck you. I'll play it rated too. I'm not afraid.
They said 5.
Oh, they said 5. I'm sorry, Perf. They will beat me so much faster than in 5 minutes. They can probably beat me in 15 moves. Like the difference between someone who is a 1900 bullet player and someone like me is it's not even close.
Me too, Marks. My brain is not anywhere near.
Logic, I'll play you after Perfs, okay?
Nox
Like it says they're 1547 in Rapid, but they're so much higher than that.
Nox says that it's really fun. You get to say things like the Cillian defense when you know chess lingo. All posh stuff.
Perf, you are in no danger of losing this game. I promise. You outrate me by 500 points.
The number side of this is still so new to me. It sounds funny to me.
Perf is pre-moving me. Who can pre-move that I'm anxious? Playing against strong players is really, really tough, and I don't like it.
Thank you for doing it on stream.
Thank you, Mad Cow. I really appreciate it. I have pre-moves disabled. I don't let myself pre-move. I don't like this position at all.
Hi, Gecko. We're
Hi,
playing
Gek.
chess.
Nice to see you.
Well, Ethan's playing chess.
I'm
hanging
playing
out.
chess, and I'm about to just lose in tremendous fashion.
Just have fun.
I know. I love playing higher rated players. It's a great education for me.
What's my
your status,
ELO?
ELO?
0.
Don't say ELO, it's ELO. So in the London system, E5 is a really pertinent square, but I have no good moves here.
I don't normally play Cordial Snail. I played and I won. I played earlier and I won one and I lost one. And Gecko says happy birthday.
Thank you, Gecko.
Wow.
This is a really strong position because as soon as they move that pawn, it's over.
Hello, says Gecko.
Yeah, there's not a lot for me here. They don't quite have a mating position, but it's close. They're a knight move away from a knight move away from just absolutely destroying me, and this H pawn is gonna smoke me. I like that move. It's a good move. Crab apples. I'm curious how old Perf is. Yeah, this is exactly snap takes. I love that. I love the snap takes on that.
Why?
I was in a setup like this in a game earlier today, actually. It's detrimental for me. There are almost no good moves.
Perf says they're 20. Like I said, if Logic had like a chest skin, theirs would be like the spiked and bloodied chest skin.
The best thing that I can do here is to simplify.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can tell that this person's a bullet player too. They absolutely move like a bullet player.
Why is that? It seems like you like gruesome descriptions, so I figure you would like gruesome chest skin, like a gruesome chest icon set as well.
I was proud with how I handled that. There was so much pressure there. Yeah, I knew that would crush too. This rook comes down and it's over.
Is it?
Yeah, ostensibly. They've got a really solid. I think my best bet here is going to be something along these lines. Advancing that pawn and getting my queen in here somehow to protect is going to be about the best that I can do. And but I think even after this move, it's going to be. Yeah, I think it's mate in one. I don't think there's anything I can do. I don't think there's anything I can do here.
I don't know.
There's not even a check that I can offer. Yeah, I think it's the only good move, but it's still mate.
Yeah, I see it now.
It's not mate. How's it not mate? I can move here. Yeah, that's mate.
No.
Thank you so much, Perf. That was a really fun game. Logic, you're welcome to challenge now if you'd like.
4.5 minute match.
Yeah, that didn't take long. And again, their caps is going to be almost off the charts. It's going to be a really well played game on their part. Thank you, Perf. That was really a pleasure. I was hoping that some
You were hoping
some
the
chess people
would show up?
Chess people would come around.
What
time
time
control? 10 minutes, probably fine. Logic. Now, come on, give me a game report. Let's
Time
go.
control, Elo, Bullet, all these opening names.
Oh, Perf is great. I'm gonna add Perf as a friend.
It's a good game. It just says good game for you. It's goofy. You have a coffee mug next to your name.
Yeah, I picked a little piece of flair for myself.
Oh, good. Oh, you just missed the challenge. There
I
you go.
see it.
It worked.
Logic is also very highly rated. Logic is also going to smoke me.
Time to learn.
I'll have to analyze that later. Good gracious. 1800 is... 985. Yes, like I only lost 1 rating point for losing to, because
Someone
they're
so
so much higher rated than me. I
Interesting.
might gain a rating point for losing this game.
Really?
That's how highly rated they are. Yeah. Yeah, Logic's. I have no choice but to snap take that. I'm not letting them screw me over the same way that, even though they're gonna do it anyway. There's just salty stuff in this position. Because I play the London at a very low level.
I would fall into every single trap they would set up.
They're not even setting traps. They're developing in a really logical way. Like they just know how to play the London. Someone who's an 1800 is gonna a London's a really common opening, played at all levels. So they've probably played hundreds of games against a London. Yeah, and I almost have to immediately take there when they advance on c5 is a really strong move against the London. Yeah, I probably should, Perf. I'm in school right now and it's just hard for me to study, and I really did just start. I got a membership less than 3 months ago, so it would probably be good for me to start working on some gambits. But I also like the idea of having a good solid opening for black and white that I can learn. And I just bought a book for.
You got a book for your birthday, right?
I bought an openings book, a more modern openings book that uses algebraic notation, and I also bought an ebook. I also bought an ebook for the London. Taking was optional, by the way. c5 and you counter with c3, so even if c4 comes, you have c2 is retreating ash from a bishop. Yeah, and I love that kind of commentary, but like literally I'm not advanced enough to follow that. Yeah, countering with c. Yeah, I see what you mean, countering with c3 though. Riss is just sitting here like, what? It's also 2 o'clock, 2:30, 2:45 in the morning, and yeah. If there's anybody who really wants to play one more game after this, that's fine. But I'm probably about ready to go home and go to bed.
I play a game with a big sword in it.
Talk to me about MVs. I don't know what that means.
It's a Monster Hunter thing.
Of course.
Should end it with a 4-player chess meme. What's that?
So Perf, I'm assuming that you're 20 years old. You're a 1900 bullet player. I mean, I'm assuming you have played competitively for quite some time. I don't know what it's like climbing. Wow, that was really stupid. I really just walked into a fork like that. Good one. Ugh. Take. Yeah, Perf, do you play competitively? I mean, 10,000 games on chess.com. They might just be a really avid casual player, but
I just think it's neat. You have to play against a couple folks who are chess regulars, and it's fun.
It's an absolute treat. I love playing against highly rated people because getting smoked is how you learn.
It's literally 4-player chess on each side, one on each side, and you can checkmate any other player.
Online, yes, daily for roughly 2 years now. Over the board, not yet, but I'm planning on
What's
it.
over the board?
Over the board is a live chess tournament.
Oh, okay.
A live chess tournament being played over a physical board.
That's cool. How is that? How has over the board handled COVID stuff?
There hasn't been a lot of it.
Okay.
As far as I've been aware,
So
there
like-
hasn't been a lot of.
So like most in-person events.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of like international competition.
That
Okay.
sucks.
So what my first instinct was is to move this pawn up and threaten the queen because it's blocked by the knight, but then they just take the knight. So we probably don't want to do that. But I don't really have any good moves with this knight right now. I think this knight is trapped.
Is it?
I can't move here. I can't move.
Yeah, I think it is.
I can't move here because the knight can take. I can't move here. Can't move here because pawn takes. I can't move here.
If you move there, you at least take pawn.
Yeah, that's pretty much my only option right now. Move there, damage structure. Over the board is basically dead with a few exceptions. Yeah, it's especially because you're in such close proximity and you're both touching pieces. Like
that sucks.
Yeah, there's some like bubble over the board, but even then, it's very slight. Yeah, perf. It'd be, yeah. Because you can play bullet and blitz over the board.
Sure.
Not bullet. I think they play blitz over the board. I don't think... Is there over the board bullet, perf? That sounds so chaotic.
I don't even really know what bullet or blitz means.
Ooh.
I doubt
bullet is just a 1 minute time control.
Hello, Hasty Bananas.
And now I actually can't castle here because their queen is lined up on this diagonal, and you can't castle through a check.
Interesting, really?
Mm-hmm. You can't castle out of check, and you can't castle through check.
They say there certainly is bullet over the board. We'll watch a little bit of bullet. When we finish up here, we can even watch it with chat. Hasty Banana says happy birthday.
Thank you, Hasty Banana. I appreciate it. Yeah, perf. When I was in primary school, I had a Latin teacher. When I went to private school, I had a Latin teacher who really liked playing chess, and we played chess just over the board over lunch every day for probably a year and a half. And he probably wasn't rated much higher than 1,000 or 1,200, but like to 13-year-old me, he was a genius. And I mean, he smoked me every day for years. So it gave me a decent, like, mechanical knowledge, but I have no base in study. I've done almost no actual study in chess. Logic is playing so passively right now, too.
They said they were trying to be super accurate.
I respect that. I could try to be accurate, but it would accomplish me almost nothing. Sadly. And my thought process with this move here is, that's a good move.
Yeah, you're queen.
Solid move. Solid move indeed.
That's rough.
And there's almost nothing that I can do here because I can't come up and put anything in jeopardy. There's plenty of places that I can move it, but I mean, there's nothing that's gonna accomplish me a whole lot here.
Perf offered to let you add them on Discord. They play every day.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that, Perf. Restretto's Discord is in the is linked around. I'm sure.
Ethan is in my Discord. But
I'm in. Yeah, I'm in.
My
Mike's
Discord's
Discord.
a Monster Hunter Discord.
Yeah. So.
Logic says mate in one.
Oh, duh. Queen of the Bishop. Yeah, go ahead, Logic. Yeah, it's Queen. It's Queenie too. And I should have taken the Bishop. Would have lost me a queen, but it would have saved me mate by this much. Yeah. Great game. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciated that, Logic. I don't want to look at that. I want to look at the game report of that too. How did that affect my rating?
I don't know.
I didn't even lose a rating point.
Well,
because it was so unbalanced. Oh, they might have challenged me to they challenged me to an unrated game. So.
No worries, Perf. Yeah, Ethan is in there. I think just as Ethan. Let me see. Well, let me see for my phone.
Yeah, I played 24%. They played 99.2. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this graph. Look at this graph. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you, Logic. I appreciate it. I will probably never play in any sort of even marginally competitive capacity, but it feels good for my brain. 99.2, not bad. Understatement. It's a big dick in a locker room. Whoa.
Sudden.
Whoa.
Sudden.
I love the descriptions of games that chess.com gives me. They're so silly.
You're good. Okay, I think Ethan said they're down for one more game. Nox suggested it be a 4-player chess game.
I would love to not do that.
You don't want to?
I would rather watch chess memes on YouTube. Can you pull up YouTube real quick? I want to show chat this one, my favorite video of Hikaru Nakamura.
Okay.
Did you have a YouTube window open?
Yeah, but it's not being captured by OBS currently.
Okay. So just Hikaru, so with a U, and then I should castle.
Where is that? Oh, never mind. I got it.
Yeah, just type.
Let me pause the other YouTube thing.
I don't want to think too much. Yeah, it's just a little 17-second clip. This is one of my favorite. This is how grandmasters think.
Trade and take, and if takes, I take. If takes, queen e2, queen h4, g3, knight g3, check, c6, queen b7, knight h1, king there. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna castle. I don't want to think too much.
Here, turn the volume up and play it one more time. Listen to this man.
I can also trade and take, and if takes, I take. If takes, queen e2, queen h4, g3, knight g3, check, c6, queen b7, knight h1, king there. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna castle. I don't want to think too much.
And Logic or Perf can correct me if I'm wrong here, but Elo is exponential as in the same way that climbing routes are. Like the difference between a 5-7 and a 5-10 is about the same as between a 5-10 and maybe like a 5-11C, you know? So like someone like who's an international master like Levy, he's a 2400 rated player, but he and Hikaru, who's rated like 2800, they have completely different schools of thought. So like the difference between a 600 and 1000 is way different than like 1000 and a 1400. I mean, he's clearly making sense and doesn't think too much.
Ethan, thank you for being here with us tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna call it there, friends. Perf, Logic, it was very nice to meet you and to play some very, very very competitive games. Very non-competitive games, I should say.
It was fun to get to check out. And
I
see
mean,
some tricks.
competitive. I'm so tired, and I'm also moderately intoxicated.
It's okay.
But yeah, fun to play games that really made me think, even though I wasn't really sitting there thinking that hard.
I enjoyed a basic chess explanation from you, and I got to play a game or two, and that was fun. And
Yeah.
I got to watch you play some
Yeah,
games.
thank you for patiently watching.
I had fun.
Thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. This is what I was hoping for. I was hoping that like one or two like strong chess players that like actively watch chess on Twitch would just stumble in and watch my like approximately 1000 elo ass just like sitting here trying to explain chess.
It was a good time.
Yeah, chess is one of the easiest ways to be humbled every single time you step up to the board, 100%. And I mean, and I'm sure Perf could tell you about 4 games in which they were smoked by making awful blunders in the last 36 hours. You know, or maybe not, but I mean, I know that, you know, because Chess.com is really good about letting you play, you know, other people that are about your skill level, and just, you know, if you play Tilted or whatever, you know, there's lots of ways it can go wrong. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you for the 25. Yeah, like, I mean, all you do is lose. Because I mean, let's go back into real quick before we go. I mean, we can look at Logic's.
Hang on.
Sorry.
I gotta switch back over to the other scene. And then, hang on. Sorry, I had to shut off.
Not me.
There we go.
And we can look at Logic, Rapid, 193 games, Blitz, 764. No bullet. What? No bullet? Crazy.
Do you play Bullet?
No, at my level, I'm sure that Perf and Logic could attest to Bullet would just make me a worse player. Bullet would make me angry and worse. We can go to this game with Perf. I mean, we can look at Perf. I mean, 1900 Bullet is huge. 10,000 games of Bullet. Just wow. You know, 197 games of Rapid. Crazy. I'm with you there, Perf.
Alright. I think.
All right,
with
yeah,
that-
we're gonna get out of here. Sorry,
You're all
I'm
good.
stalling.
You're all good. With that, we're gonna go ahead and bid you guys adieu. I thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys some beans. We normally stream Monster Hunter here, so don't expect chests very often, but do expect good times with myself or Ethan, especially when Ethan's around. It's nice to get to have you on stream, buddy. I know people like.
I'll
getting
be
to say
back.
hello
I'll
to
be
you.
back very soon for a Monster Hunter co-op stream because I'm not gonna have many opportunities before you move.
It's true.
So, and I promised Mike Rise.
All right. Well, with that, I hope you guys all have a good night or a good day, whatever time it is where you are. Happy hunting, or what would you say for happy chess? Good games. What would you say?
Happy tilting.
Okay. Happy hunting or happy chest tilting, apparently. And thank you guys for coming by. We will see you guys again sometime in the future. And y'all have a good one. Peace now, and bye-bye, everybody.